What are we feeling?
For me, it's going to be Wonthaggi this afternoon there, Wonga. I just think they've just got a little bit more class around the ground. As much as I love Sale, the Wonthaggi side might just have a little bit of edge of class as well about them. So I'm thinking 12 points for Wonthaggi.
And you, Paul?
I also think Wonthaggi. I think they'll come up a lot fresher than Sale have. Sale will probably be a little bit leg weary late in the game. And I'm looking at Wonthaggi to win by about 15 points.
So, Timmy, who have you got there?
No, I'll go with the Power by about 4 goals.
Okay, so 24 points, and I'll go with Wonthaggi as well. As the sides are out there, the ball is being bounced right now, thrown up in the air, and the big men go high and hard at it, and Leslie has started in the ruck for Sale, and he's in there. He's also got Cooper Whitehill. Keep an eye on it, guys. Who's Cooper Whitehill going to be following up there? Who's he got the job on?
You'll have Jack Blair this afternoon, I'd reckon.
He's standing there next to Aidan Lindsay, so already on fire there, Boxer, with the special comments. Going really, really well. And we'll go around the grounds throughout the day for Harvey Norman Furniture Gippsland. Just quickly, Paul, Gippsland Power are playing off the preliminary final today. They were going along not so well.
Current score is 8-4-52 Sandringham, and Gippsland Power 4-3-27, 14.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Ball out on the far wing here at Morwell Rec Reserve, where we've got the 3 or 4 blokes that have jumped on it, and the umpire will come in and ball up.
Now, Boxer, in the ad break, as we went to the ad, you just told one of the worst jokes ever heard in history, and yes. I strongly encourage all those out there with your number to keep the discouraging remarks coming.
Yeah, because I really appreciate it.
We really need to change things around, because that was bad and wasn't really good for ratings at all. As Shannon Lang tries to kick the ball forward, but it goes out of bounds. Boxer, one thing you might be able to get right, what's the wind doing out there?
Let's talk some footy. Let's talk the ground. The ground's in absolutely immaculate condition considering the rain that we've got since 4 o'clock this morning. But there is definitely an advantage to the city end. Probably a 2 or 3 goal advantage to the left hand of the commentary box.
Ball dropped short. Huther was able to get the kick away, but was cut off by Pendlebury. Tap on from Lindsay there. Ends up with Whitehill, who we mentioned to bring pre-game. He tumbles the ball forward. No one's able to take it there, and it's going to probably end up back in his hands. Not quite. Contest there by Murray, was able to get it out. Big kick forward there by Aidan Lindsay, just threw it on the boot. Thacker was able to get the punch in there, which was perfect, out towards Pendlebury. He's able to pick up, swings around onto that left boot, and that ball is going to be cut off there by Tim Knowles, who'll look to reload on the far wing there.
Paul, a couple of players for Wonthaggi will be following today as Knowles kicks the ball forward inside 50.
Ryan Sparks, Jared Blair, Aidan Lindsay, Tom Davey, Kyle Reid, Mitch Hayes, Jack Hutchinson and Jack Blair.
As the ball goes out over the boundary line for a throw-in just inside Wonthaggi's attacking 50, the Sale players.
Kane Martin, Shannon Lang, Jack McLaren, Cooper Whitehill, Ryan Pendlebury, Will Leslie, Jack Johnson and Patrick Tainch.
And the throw-in goes very wide of the ruckman, and the umpire says that's okay, but I'll have another opportunity to do it. Only just gone outside the forward 50 here of Wonthaggi. Good crowd building here in the Stan Morgan grandstand here, Boxer. Evenly divided, a lot of Sale supporters and a few Wonthaggi beanies out there.
Yeah, there is a lot of Sale people here this afternoon. Obviously with the twos playing makes it a lot more adventurous for the people to come down here and watch the game too. So it's a cutthroat game and good crowd build up.
Lang gets the ball out. Tainch just kicks that one off the ground, a little grubber kick, but it's effective to Martin, who snaps it around the body, just holds up there in the wind. Oh, huge collision out on the wing, on the far wing here at Morwell. 3 players went up hard for the ball. They're all a little bit slow coming up, but the free kick's been picked out. It's going the way there of one of the players out there. There's a number 28 out there.
Kyle Reid.
Kyle Reid. He's a good player, that fella Kyle Reid, as he kicks that ball long, goes well. The wind coming up high over the top was Will Leslie, punches that one over the boundary line.
So we noticed in the reserve, the players kicking toward the highway end, the ball was definitely holding up. That wind is going to play a big effect on the game.
Absolutely will. I think there's just the way they adapt early, either side, who might take the ascendancy here.
No score yet on the LV Forklifts scoreboard, and we have played just on 3 minutes, and another free kick has been picked out here. Out of the ruck, it's going along to Jack Leslie of Sale. As he sits and he has to wait, he's got that job to kick it into the wind. It sits up there late, looking for players to get back, and going back and putting that one down was his coach in Johnston. And it's touched, and we'll have another throw-in on the far wing, the true centre wing position.
I'm just going to say, the feedback's been great. Can we just stop it for a little while? My battery's going to go flat.
And the ruckman just going out. Huther just pushing against the big man in Leslie, was unable to move him, so Leslie taps the ball forward as best as he can. trying to get that one out was Davey. The ball's on the ground. Their bodies flying around everywhere. Twisting his way out of it was Lang. Gets a handball out. Martin gets a kick inside 450 and a mark. Strong mark in front being taken there by McLaren. He's going to have a shot. He's going to be kicking it from about 45 metres out directly in front. Well, gentlemen, we'll get a good read of the wind here, Paul.
When I was talking Ducks and Drakes in Thursday night selections, they had Jack McLaren at full forward, and I didn't think it would happen. I thought he'd be in the midfield, but maybe this is it.
Here comes the kick. He plays on. He's 45 out. The kick is on its way. It's looking good. It drifts late. Goes behind the large stick there for a minus score, and that is our first score of the day here.
And then the LV forklift scoreboard, that's taken 5 minutes for the first behind of the match, and it's gone to Sale.
O'Connor will bring the ball back in for the Wonthaggi Power with the breeze at his back. Looking left, right, and he ends up going to the far side. Plays on, kicks the ball outside 50 to the contest to the two ruckmen, but Pendlebury was able to come over the back, and he'll look to reload quickly there for Sale. Looking for the short option, dumps the ball in there towards Johnson. 1 gride 2, wasn't able to take the mark. 3, 4 jump on top of it, and the umpire will come in and we'll have a ball up inside Sales forward 50 at 45 metres out.
Umpire puts the ball high up in the air. Front position there, knocking it down was Reed. No one reels advantage. Putting his body hard on the line was Freeman of Sale. Ball picked up, a snap. Snap for goal, dribbling, bouncing. Tapped through for another minor score to the way of Sale. They've kept the ball inside their forward 50, even though they are kicking against a strong breeze. And the Wonthaggi team, they waste no time bringing that ball in. Players fly high. Getting there first, getting the kick forward was Leslie, a long way out from his usual back position. Running over the top there was Scott of Wonthaggi. As they try to link it up here, and a quick handball came out. That was off the hands of Lenihan. I think he's wearing that 33 jumper again.
Yeah.
He's made the change, not wearing the 45. And we're going to have the ball thrown in. Boxer, we will be going around the grounds today, thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture Gippsland. See the latest trends in timber, stone, aluminium, rope, wicker, outdoor furniture available now. We have a result out of the North Gippsland Football League reserves.
No, I don't. I have it in the Mid Gippsland reserves. It's Tura 9-5-59. They were victors over Tarwin 3-5-23.
Thanks very much for that. A quick kick off the ground came from Hutha. It was effective. It cleared it outside of their defensive 50 for Wonthaggi. Coming out, put his head over the ball and picking it up hard was Harley. He was tackled down. And it was a big body of Johnston who brought him to the ground. And it'll take a big body to bring Harley down because he is a man mountain. And he wouldn't want to be getting one-on-one today down there, or he would be wanting to get one-on-one with Will Leslie. He'll be able to just outbody him there as he comes off for a rest. We're going to have another ball up. Sparks has been busy early. He was certainly one of the better players last week and will certainly be in the running today for the best on ground, thanks to Gippsland Isuzu, the Isuzu D-Max, born to live and born to tow, available at Gippsland Isuzu Ute, LMCT 10285.
Sling tackle there by Cooper Whitehill, and we'll have a free kick there to Ryan Sparks. Grandstand side here, just at the half-back line for the Power. He plays on, delivers the ball long to a one-on-one contest there between Thacker and Harley. Thacker was able to get the hand across there. Will Leslie, he's going to put it on his right boot, looks to bring the ball back inside. That was a great kick there. Found Allison, who played on, was able to get around Bates with the tackle, delivers the ball inside 50 there. One-on-one contest. No one's able to pick the ball up there, though, but then Scott got a handball, went nowhere. Reed came in, laid an extra tackle. Leslie gets the tap on forward. Great follow-up tackle there by Fergus O'Connor. Off the ground, though, was able to follow through is Jack Leslie, and he'll get the first goal of the day here in the preliminary final. It's
incredible about Leslie because he just covers the ground so well, and now that he's resting forward, he finds himself in the perfect spot, and he's just got some pace for a big guy as well. And a kick off the ground there for the first goal of the afternoon to the Sale Footy Club.
And on the LV Forklift scoreboard at the 8 3/4 minute mark, we have an 8-point margin in Sale's favour there, 1-2-8. And Wonthaggi's only been inside their forward 50 twice, yet to score.
Yeah, interesting stat that one, Paul, with the wind clearly favouring Wonthaggi. Sale are doing a great job to keep it inside their attacking 50, and they've got their reward with the first goal of the day, and that's thanks to Zambrero Terralgan as the umpire resumes play in the middle of the ground. The handball came out from Allison for Sale. Working hard over there to try to get out was Lindsay, was unable to do so, and it goes back to that man Allison again, who gets a quick kick forward into the arms of Lang, who went back bravely with the flight of the ball. He's got the tape around the top of his head, Shannon Lang. I think the MVP player this year for the Gippsland+League, Alinta Energy Gippsland League. He has been a standout all year long for them, and the umpires picked out a free kick as it's gone inside forward 50. Just trying to get a read on who that is out there.
It's the Rooster, I think.
It is Rooster. He's gone forward in Thacker.
No, it's not. No. The Rooster's not Thacker.
No, sorry.
Todd.
That's right. Lockie Todd. Usually down there in the back line with Thacker. Lockie Todd is up forward. He's going to have a shot 35 metres out, slide angle. As he's on his approach now, looking to get Sale second of the day. The kick is on its way. It's drifting away. I think we need to aim for that right goalpost when you're having a shot down that end, Boxer.
100% Wonga, and that wind's going to play a major factor this afternoon. But Sale will take the full advantage of it because they're probably kicking against it. And they've been peppering inside 50 for most of this 10 minutes of this quarter.
139, the LV Forklift scoreboard. That's Sale's score. Wonthaggi still yet to score.
Timmy, I'll just quickly go. I have got a reserve score here too, and it's a massive score here in regards to the aspect of the game. TTU in the North Gippy Reserves, 10-11-71. They defeated Yallourn North 1-7-13.
Wow.
There you go. Bang.
Okay, O'Connor got it out to Hayes. His relieving kick came out and Jack Blair was able to get it on his boot. Andy Murray got the handball over towards Davey. He was wrapped up in a tackle by Lane. Great tackle. And the umpires called him for holding the ball. Free kick going there to Sale. A great tackle.
Prior opportunity, Boxer?
He didn't have any, but at the same time, I was going to just actually admire the fact that Sale have come out to play. Their pressure and their tackling pressure has been enormous so far in this first quarter.
Lang delivered the ball forward. Leslie was up for the contest. The hands in there from the Wonthaggi Power, and we'll have a boundary throw in right in front of the Sale coaches box here at Morwell Recreation Reserve.
I'll keep going with another score there, Wonga. In the reserves, in the thirds in the Mid-Gippsland Football League. Moving off, 5-11-41. They were premiers. They defeated MDU 4-8-32.
Perfect. Boxer down on the ground for Carper Country, where Carper Country helping dreams become a reality since 1981.
I always do.
Just having a look at him.
Since 1970.
Shannon Lang, there wouldn't be much tape left in the Sale rooms. He's got most of it all over his body. He gets another handball, and he got it back there, and that was his coach kicking it forward. And that's Jack Johnson as it goes out of bounds again. The players appealing, saying that was out of bounds on the full. The boundary umpire said no. I'm the one with the whistle. I'll make the decision, thanks. That's an interesting throwing in method the boundary umpire goes, but it's effective. It goes in a long, long way. Jordan Staley doing the ruck work for Wonthaggi was unable to get it out. Lucky not to get a free kick there, Johnson. He's gone in and got his own ball again. He's going to be pinged. The umpire said you did have prior opportunity. Don't try and duck your head into it. And that was Ryan Sparks who put the nice tackle on there. He's kicked it forward. Coming out hard, Will Leslie in front of Harley. Ball bounces back. Harley's tackled down hard to the ground. Getting into him there, getting in, trying to help him up there is Jack Blair. Looks like he copped a bit of a stunner there on the shoulder, and that was Jack McClendon of Sale, just shaking there. He's got some strapping on. Lang in and under again. I tell you what, Paul, he could be a tunnel rat out there, Shannon Lang, but I think he could be too good to be a tunnel rat. His skills are too high. You've got to have mongrel skills to be a tunnel rat.
McGuinness got over the top, but Blair was able to get it. But McGuinness followed up and then gave the handball off to Jack Johnson. He pushed the ball forward, and a free kick here going to Sale is going to go to Cooper Whitehill. The advantage has been paid, and Sale delivered the ball in towards the middle. Up went three. No one was able to take the mark. O'Connor was clearing kick out towards Reed, and Leslie, great body work, got it, threw it onto the right boot, wasn't able to get much purchase on it, goes towards the forward pocket, and the boys will see the ball over.
Not quite.
Just waiting for the whistle. There it is. Boundary umpire was happy for that one.
In terms of tunnel rat, there's a lack of dreadlocks, a lack of tattoos,
yes.
a lack of... Oh, you probably picked up a few scars last week.
Thanks, Paul. Thanks for sticking tight to the criteria there, the tunnel rats. Yeah, you can't be the best looking guy on the field, that's for sure, if you want to be in that elusive club. Running over the ball there, trying to pick it up, was the player in O'Connor. But a free kick's been picked out again. Sale doing so well to keep this ball inside there, attacking 50. Is that Johnson out there, Boxer?
It is.
He's picked up a free kick. He's been everywhere, head over the footy, getting to every contest. Leading by example out there is Jack Johnson, of course. Today's best on ground, thanks to Gippsland Isuzu. And he's going to have a shot about 35, 40 metres out, kicking into the wind. And this is probably the toughest kick of the day. He'll be kicking straight into the wind, looking for the right goalpost. As he comes on in, the kick is on its way. He sits it up. It's drifting. It's drifting. He's waiting for that goalpost. All right, he's put it on through. Sale are up and about here in the preliminary final. They've kicked the first 2 goals of the game.
And the thing, too, about the coach there, Johnson, we've seen him actually step up in as the crowd's going off for, I don't know what.
No, the water runner for Wonthaggi fell over in the middle of the ground.
Johnson, we've seen him actually bob up for Mafra in the past at his previous club and kick some clutch goals in games like this right now. And I expect him to do the same this afternoon.
LV Forklift scoreboard at the 14-minute mark of the first quarter. All Sale, 2-3-15 to no score, Wonthaggi.
McGuinness went up the ruck, but Staley got the tap down. Kick forward there by Johnson. It was a sharp kick going in forward with Glenane. Got the handball out towards Martin. Martin, his handball went to space. No one was looking for that one. And over the line, Scott will see it over there. And we'll have... He's played insufficient intent. So
wow.
Free kick going to Sale.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Not sure where that was coming from. It was a pretty tough one there. But it will go to Lang. He plays on, delivers a ball in towards the forward square. Unable to take the mark in there was Sale. They were looking to get their handball out and over the boundary line. And this time we'll have a boundary throw in. That was Staley that was down there. But...
Paul, inside 50s today.
Yeah.
Sale are dominating. They're keeping the ball against the wind down their end.
Yeah, the first 2 went to Wonthaggi. The next 7 have gone to Sale.
Leslie taps it out. Johnston overruns the ball, getting his head over at his sparks. Unable to get it out. We're going to ball it up 40 metres out near the boundary line. Highway end, or the rehabilitated mine end. We might want to call that one as Leslie wins the tap down. That was over the top of Staley. Getting his head over the footy, trying to get it out, was Todd. He did so. It's a high ball wrestling there in the goal square. Looking for players around Wonthaggi, trying to get it out. Goes into the hands again of Rooster. That's Todd, for those out there. Looks a lot like he's out of the movie Maverick. And, of course, he is actually a pilot up there at the RAF base.
Is he really?
Yeah.
That's quite ironic.
That's why he's got the nickname Rooster.
True story.
No, we've made the Rooster joke up.
You have learnt.
We've made that joke up. Well, when I say we...
Daryl you can't claim it, mate.
I can't claim
I think it was actually Daryl and I, and it was probably one of the funnier things on here. And if it was funny, it wouldn't have come out of your mouth based on the last jokes that you've been putting out the last few weeks.
As I've been reminded.
Seriously need to lift as McGuinness flies high, gets a tap down. Johnston in and under again with his mate Sparks. They are wrestling on the ground, those two. It's going to be a great matchup down there. Ryan Sparks is a terrific player in the middle of the ground.
He's on fire, Sparks, isn't he?
I know he's on him, but he's certainly starting him. And the ball's on the ground now as Blair gets his head over the footy. You haven't seen much of him so far, Paul.
No disposals yet.
No disposals as yet, as he picks himself up off the ground, trying to inject himself into the game and try to get Wonthaggi onto this scoreboard. They are yet to register a score. 16 minutes gone in this first quarter, and Sale enjoy a 15-point lead.
Jack Blair was on the bottom of that pack, wrapped up there by Will Leslie, and we'll have another ball up here, looking to move it out of this congestion here. McGuinness takes front spot and has been paid a free kick going towards Wonthaggi for a blocking, and that'll go to Staley, and he'll look to relieve some pressure here for Wonthaggi. He plays on and dumps it long, and that is an absolute monster ruse. Goes towards Hutchins. He wasn't able to take the mark. Cut off there, and then the handball came out to Glenn. His inboard kick was great and was able to be found there by Allison. He looks forward, and we've got the free kick on. He's played on, sorry. We've got McGuinness. He looks to deliver the ball inside 50. Hand came in there from Lenehan, who's gone to 33. Johnson was able to rove it, went back and got his second footy. Blair came over the top and was across the shoulder, and a free kick will go to Johnson in the middle of the ground.
He's been a prime mover, has Jack Johnson, the coach of Sale. Plays on quickly, tries to sell some candy. He does so effectively. Little kicks on its way, flying high. Oh, here's Dessert on the long lead. He's come out, he's taken one above his head.
It's the third time he's come out for a really strong lead. The first 2 marks, I would have thought he would have taken. So the confidence levels must be there, because he actually led real hard and he met it at full flight, arms extended as well. So he needs to kick the goal. Get the confidence levels going now, Brad.
Stop hitting the bench, Boxer.
Sorry.
You're not the coach out there today.
Boxer, aim outside the right-hand goalpost.
Right hand.
Here he goes. Kicks on its way from Brad Destiny. He's aimed out there at the right goalpost. Coming back, coming around. I think the wind must have died on trajectory because it didn't come around, Boxer. What happened?
No, it did. I don't know. And it wasn't the greatest kick as well. I need to do a quick retraction too. Staley didn't have a broken jaw. He did not have a broken jaw. He had a dislocated shoulder.
Dislocated. Thank you.
So there's
Thanks
just a bit of a retraction there.
Yes, very good. Thanks for bringing that up. As a ball, 3 players for Wonthaggi trying to get it down over the top there of Thacker. They're effective. They're trying to get it forward and go inside forward 50. They've picked it up through Anderson. It was a wayward handball. It goes back now to the side in Sale, and McLaren's met hard. Throwing himself over the ball again is Tainch. And the umpire's going to ball this up. You can hear the crowd. They're starting to get rowdy. It's only early in the preliminary final here at the Morwell Rec Reserve. These two proud sides, Wonthaggi and Sale, going at it.
Nearly 19 minutes in. Leslie gets the tap down there, look towards to go Blair. Lindsay was able to wrap it up. He's wrapped up straight away, though, by Whitehill. And we'll have another ball up here.
Yet to have a big moment, thanks to the Morwell Bowling Club. Pot and Palmer night every Saturday from 5:30 for only $20.
Going at Cooper Whitehill got in the way there of Tomahutha in the ruck contest, so Wonthaggi will get the free kick. He's looking to play on, and he does. Dumps the ball inside 50 for the first time for a long time for Wonthaggi. Unable to take the mark, though, was Noah Anderson. He should have wrapped up in a strong tackle there by Hutchinson. Ball came loose. Free kick came flying out there from Pendlebury. There's Jared Blair. Looks to take on one, which was Whitehill. He's wrapped up straight away in a tackle. Glenn gets the kick out, and it's going to go out of bounds on the full. Forward side of the wind for Wonthaggi. They're going to look to reload and get that ball back inside 50.
In the ball now, there with Hayes. There's a little stutter step. He kicks it inside into the hot spot. Looking there to fly was Harley. Oh, coming through, it's that Martin who just rode that ball beautifully. He's kicked it out long, looking there for McLinden. Was unable to take it. Picking up a touch there was Jared Blair. Gets the ball forward there through the player in O'Connor. Gets it inside forward 50. They're trying to work it out now. Martin's back there again. Gets another handball. Clears it out through Pendlebury. That's Ryan. Oh, going back there bravely with the fly to the ball. The player in Knowles was unable to take it. And we go to a race now as Shannon Bray runs as far as he can. Jared Blair is over there. He's unable to get it, but Bray is. Kicks it inside 50. Players have got back. It's Leslie for Sale. He's got time to steady. He does. Oh. Kicks it out towards Lang. He gets a favourable bounce. He's off and racing. Tomahutha in chase. Great work by Hutha. Grabbed him without the football. A little bit ambitious there was Hutha. He moved well, but he got a bit excited and he wrapped his arms around the player from Sale, and now a free kick.
He's a star, Lang. He was outnumbered there too. Got the right hand up the right time, but used his pace to win the ball, then won himself a free kick.
Lang looks to come in to the half-forward line, and inside 50, all on his own, was Mitch Bown, and he'll have the kick. He's about 45 metres out.
You love that name, don't you?
I do. Tainch looked to run around and try to get the cheap handball, but he's not. He's going to go back and take the kick. The wind looks to have died just a little bit, but I still think he'll need to put this just outside the right post. He's going to come in, about to cross the 50-metre line, puts the ball on its way, and it's not going to make the distance. He swung it straight away, but great body work down there was by Johnson. He's wrapped up straight away by Lindsay, and we've got a free kick going to Wonthaggi.
I think he aimed that one at the left point post.
He just kept aiming.
Lindsay will have the free kick, and he'll take the relieving kick from the back pocket for Wonthaggi.
They look to switch the ball. They go short to Lenahan. He's right in his defensive goal square. Not a lot of movement coming his way. He has to go back to where it came from. And he does. Playing on there is Bates. Goes long. He's got a player on out wide here. If he can get to him, he does. It's Anderson. Anderson now over the top. They're away and running through Brosnan. That'll be his first touch of the day on the left foot. Kicks it long to Harley. Inside forward 50. Indirect kick, though. Dribbled over for a boundary throw-in, but it is back inside the Wonthaggi attacking end of the ground, inside their 50. 22 minutes now have elapsed on the LV forklift scoreboard. Sale 2-4-16. Wonthaggi yet to register a score. It's not something we were expecting here, with a reasonably strong breeze favouring the city end here at the Morwell Rec Reserve. Wonthaggi just can't get that ball deep into their forward line, but this might be the chance. Coming through hard, but being tackled equally as hard was Hutchinson. Clearing the ball out is Glenn for Sale. And it's an effective kick. Shannon Lang taking yet another mark. Raking up the possessions is Lang. 9 so far for the quarter, thanks to Paul Carter. Goes long to the wing. McGuinness front position, can't take it. Players all around coming through as that player again in Sparks, been one of Wonthaggi's best. Gets the ball out to the run of Bates. He's tackled hard. Players down on the ground. The umpire's peeked out holding the ball. I don't know. Did you see a prior opportunity on that one, Boxer?
No, I didn't see one at all. And the umpire's pretty hot on the
That's
on
Davey
the ball.
again. That's twice he's been called for it. Now they're going to clear it again. Going out wide. Just players just moving around. It looks to be Johnston out there. He's got the ball short. Kicks it up. Looks for the run of Whitehill. Takes the ball out in front. Just building up some momentum here. Sale, they do have control of this first quarter. Goes short again. Will Leslie's worked his way down from full back. He plays on quickly. Needs to get rid of his kick. Murray was hot on his hammer. Kicks to the hot spot. Hooster in front position. Bravely stands his ground. Can't take the mark. Jumping all over that ball was Knowles. The umpire's pinged him for holding the ball. He put his head over it. He dragged it in, he said. So we've relieved it out. It was Hooster who kicked the ball out there to Reed. Reed's gone wide. Ball over on the far wing. Is that Harley's worked his way down the ground? Or Sparks or Knowles, I don't know. Tim, stop pointing at names for me. Work it out, you take it over.
Staley delivers it down there, and that was a mark contest there on the far wing. No one's able to get a clear run at it, and Harley's been wrapped up, and we'll have a ball up there on the wing.
Looks like the Mid-Gippsland Football League will be under lights tonight because they haven't started yet. So we'll see how that goes. I'll keep you updated very shortly.
Ruck contest there on the far wing. Staley was able to go 1-2, gets his kick away. Oh, great punch in there by Jack Leslie. Ended up back in Staley's hands. He delivers the handball out towards Knowles. Knowles goes long to a one-on-one contest there. With Hutchins, good contest there. Thacker, he got help from his teammate, but the handball went nowhere. Hutchinson went again, wasn't able to get through it. Thacker tried to bend down, wasn't able to get much out of it. Dawson got the tap along, and we've got Wonthaggi going in there towards goal. Andy Murray with the centering kick. And a big punch there from Ryan Pendlebury through for a rush behind.
Tried to do the right thing there, Murray. Just centred the ball inside to Harley, but he was outnumbered and they got their first score of the afternoon. Paul Carter.
LV Forklift scoreboard. We played 26 minutes into this quarter, and that's Wonthaggi's first score of the day. One behind 1 point. Sale 2-4-16.
Pendlebury to bring the ball back into play. Goes out to the far side. It's a long kick. Will Leslie underneath that one, unable to take the mark. Quick kick. Coming off the boot of Knowles, goes inside 50. But the mark was taken by Sale. They are blocking every attack that Wonthaggi are able to put in there. The kick comes off the boot of Thacker. Goes long, and there's the siren. For a short first quarter, 25 minutes gone, it's Wonthaggi. One solitary point, which only came in the last minute of play. Sale 2-4-16. Preliminary final day here at the Moore Rec Reserve. It's been a tough first quarter of footy. And that's all sure is. Thanks to Harvey Norman Electrical, Gippsland. Get spring cleaning, update your fridge and bring the stadium home this footy finals with great deals on electronics across the board. Preliminary final day. The Alinta Energy Gippsland+League is the players just moving back out into position. And on the Top Pub Mall scoreboard, Wonthaggi are enjoying... not enjoying. They didn't enjoy much that quarter, guys. Sale are enjoying a 15-point lead. Kicking against the wind. They did an incredible job keeping the ball inside their forward 50 boxer.
They did, mate, and they come up with a lot of intent there too, Sale. So a bit of a deja vu from the last time they met.
And Davey gets the first touch of the quarter. He kicks the ball forward, but only as far as Pendlebury for Sale. Goes back onto that trusty left foot, puts it out in front of Johnston. But leading the race there is Davey, looking to get the ball back into his hands. Goes out of bounds, and Johnston was one of the prime movers in that first quarter, Paul Carter.
So there was 8 disposals.
He'll be in the running for the best on ground today, thanks to Gippsland Isuzu. The Isuzu D-Max, born to live and born to tow, available at Gippsland Isuzu Ute, LMCT 10285.
Leslie and Huther go at it. Huther took it out of the ruck, but then just dropped the ball. Wasn't able to get anything clean. Wrapped up by 2 tackles there from Sale. And we've got a free kick being pulled out of that one. It'll go towards Wonthaggi. And... not sure who's that. Sparks, is it? It is. He looks to play on. Was lucky there as Desson came off the mark there. And that was a good mark there and lead up there from Staley. No one stands the mark, so he's got time to play on, except he stops and props. Short little chip kick here is effective, and that there is taken there by Noah Anderson. Anderson with another short little kick finds Lindsay. A great mark in front of Johnson.
There was quite a one in that quarter, Aidan Lindsay. Paul?
4 early disposals, then it went missing, I think.
Lindsay delivers inside. Ball got held up by the breeze there in front of Leslie. Was able to be taken there in the hands of McLaren, and he's going over the boundary line.
Quickly go around the grounds for Harvey Norman Furniture Gippsland. Boxer grand finals of plenty, finals of plenty here. What scores have you got for us?
I can tell you now already in the prelim final for the Gippsland Power, they trail Sandra and Dragons 4-5-29 to 8-6-54.
Sparks rode the pack. He kicked the ball forward for Wonthaggi. Going down there was Harley. Tackled hard by Leslie. A great tackle. He pulled the big man down and he gets rewarded with a free kick for dropping the ball. That was a big moment thanks to the Moore Bowling Club. Of course, all the big moments brought to us by the Moore Bowling Club. Catch all the AFL final games live in the club lounge. A great venue to be able to get to as they're trying to work the ball forward now through Lindsay. Gets onto his non-preferred boot, sits it up there. Players have to fly. Front position was Pendlebury, knocks the ball out forward. Quick kick out. Players, the race is on. Hot on the hammer there was Sparks trying to get himself the ball. The umpire's going to ball this one up. 40 metres out. Kicking now to the highway end, Wonthaggi. That's against the wind. They have locked the ball inside their forward 50 here in this second quarter. Trying to put out the... Don't argue there, but that was ineffective. So players are trying to just get this ball moving. Scrappy affair so far to start this second quarter. Can we get a kick forward? And that was off the boot of Ronchi. He was unable to do so. Free kick picked out. And Wonthaggi will go back inside their attacking 50.
Wonthaggi from the middle of the ground look to play it on, and they dump it inside 50. It's an ugly looking kick, but in front was Harley. We dropped the mark though. He's then able to then snap it round the corner, and fortuitously it lands in the hands of Darcy Brosnan right on the 50-metre mark.
The surfer man. He's here and looks to be playing a different role this week, Boxer. We saw him last week playing more on that wing, but Brosnan playing more of a forward this game.
He's done in the reserves game a couple of weeks ago. There's a 50 as well.
The umpires has paid a 50-metre penalty. McGuinness was following Reid through. He was probably 2 or 3 metres behind him, but the umpires picked it out. And this will be Wonthaggi's first goal of the game as Brosnan runs in and kicks the goal right on the boundary line. And for the first goal of the day for Wonthaggi.
The protected area come into play again already. So yeah, Brosnan, he's a bit of a live wire down forward. I saw him do this same thing in the Wonthaggi reserves game back in the qualifying final. He was dominant and he was rewarded with a senior game last week, and he's already started off the afternoon with a goal as well. Much needed goal to Wonthaggi. Gets him on the board, PC.
It certainly does, Boxer. At the 4-minute mark of the second quarter, the Top Pub Mall scoreboard has Wonthaggi 117 and a 9-point margin behind Sale, who are 2-4-16.
A lot at stake here. Grand final berth to come up against Leongatha next week as Jared Blair gets a handball out. Trying to get the ball forward now is Martin. It was a little bit of a throw, shovel, handball sort of thing. It didn't go too far, and Lang just puts on a hard tackle. He rips Blair down, but he's got him a bit high. Wouldn't be all that hard to do for the arm to slip above the shoulder of Blair, and he kicks it forward, but leading the chase off. Leslie playing in front as a backman. He's been rewarded with a free kick. A terrific player for Sale.
His finals have been huge, Wonga, so far.
He's had a great season, Boxer, as he kicks this one out to the flank, looking for the big boys to fly. Johnston's there along with McGuinness, who just gave away that 50-metre penalty. And he's just given away another free kick with taking his player a touch too high. He got him around the head, and that's Reid to take the free kick box.
Wonga, it's quarter time in the North Gippsland Football League Grand Final, and TTU 4-3. They lead Yallourn North just to one straight goal.
Reid with the ugly punt that goes to no one in particular. Martin wasn't able to get his hands on it. There's that man, Jared Blair, gets a nice handball out towards Hayes, who then got the kick forward to space in right in the centre of the ground. Was picked up there by McClendon, and he was wrapped up in a tackle straight away by Aidan Lindsay, and we'll have a ball up centre circle here at the Mall Recreation Reserve.
And TTU won the reserves out there against Yallourn North, currently leading at quarter time, and I believe it's the president's birthday out there too, Timmy.
Yep,
Timmy, the president of TTU.
Turns 49.
He'll be quite excited out there as Tomahutha kicks the ball inside their attacking 50 again for Wonthaggi. Ripped out of the hands there of Brosnan by Lavity. Ball goes forward over the top of the head of O'Connor. The race is on, pushing back his Anderson. The ball bouncing along with the wind. Anderson got there first. Taps the ball out now to Scott. They're feverishly working this one out. The pressure from Sale's immense. The umpire's pulled out a free kick. It's Johnson. He's on the run. He gets a handball over the top to Lang. Runs into an open goal, and Shannon Lang goes bang. He's kicked the third goal here for Sale. That's a big moment.
We talk about big game players, and Jack Johnson has just shown all class then too. Showed enough calmness there just to really run in, take a couple of bounces, draw the player and get the ball off to Lang, who, like you said, great call, Wonga, finished off a goal, much needed goal. Actually a tough pocket there to kick a goal out as well.
And the margin back to the 15-point margin they had at quarter time. On the Flanagan scoreboard, we have Sale 3-4-22 leading Wonthaggi 1-1-7.
Could be a Gippsland goal of the day for Zambrero Traralgon. Zambrero makes the best burrito in town. Zam right, they do. Try one today, Seymour Street, Traralgon. You like that one, PC?
I do.
Right.
Leslie goes up, Huther over the top. Lang, there he is again, wrapped up though straight away there by Jared Blair, and we'll have another ball up in the middle of the ground.
Is it Zambrero? It's the name of the hat, isn't it?
That's sombrero.
Oh,
This is going well. Going
Your
well.
jokes of the day are better when you don't mean them, boss.
Leslie gets the tap down though. Martin was able to get the flick out towards McClendon. His handball went nowhere. Sparks came in. Looked to be taken high,
sombrero.
but wasn't the case by the umpire. We'll have another ball up.
McClendon's been busy, guys, throughout this game, playing predominantly that wing midfield position. He's only a slight body, but he gets his head over the ball a lot. Blair caught one hard there in the fend-off. He's going to get the free kick. That was Laverty trying to push through, or Martin it was, and Pendlebury goes back bravely with the flight of the ball. Takes a strong grab. Coming out hard behind him was Staley, but he just stood his ground. He kicks the ball now forward, finds Allison. Inside his defensive 50, goes back to Pendlebury.
They just won't man him up. He's just doing what he likes down off the half-back line.
Goes long to McGuinness, the big boy, gets a favourable bounce. Can he tap it forward? He can't. Aidan Lindsay's there to mop it up. Gets the handball over to O'Connor, has to get rid of the ball quickly. He's got a player right out there in Sparks. Finds him. Takes a strong mark under pressure. McClendon was pressing hard there on Sparks as he comes inboard, goes back to O'Connor, who gave him the ball just a moment ago, looking inboard again. They haven't been able to get that switch of play happening as much as they want to today. The Wonthaggi side, they do prefer that, as Jack Blair handballs the ball forward to Huther. He's got two to beat, Taitch and Leslie. Huther, big tackle there on Leslie. Brave, tough stuff. Tom Huther, as he picks himself up a bit gingerly there, does the big man in Leslie. Kick off the ground is effective. Taitch has got it. Stops, props, kicks the ball forward. Got to sit. Reed gets a punch. Goes out of bounds. Great football. It's just lifted a notch here, Boxer.
Yeah, it's a good call there too, because obviously Wonthaggi do like to spread the ball and use the whole ground. And today, because Sale's been that one-on-one, hasn't allowed him to do that at all.
Huther makes his way towards the ruck contest. McGuinness gets to the front pots, taps it straight down to Lang. He didn't ever had it, but he was wrapped up in a tackle there by Tom Davey, who's wearing him like a glove.
Hello.
Not quite happy with the
umpire wastes no time.
He just throws the ball straight up. McGuinness played it straight down to Cooper Whitehill, and didn't get to hold the ball. It's dumped. It's on here. Lang and Davey have it. You watch it, Wonga. I've got the footy. Whitehill will get the free kick.
Small man syndrome, I think. Lang's got.
Brings the ball back inside towards Thacker. He looks for the switch of play out, and he finds Pendlebury. Gets a kind bounce. He's able to try and get himself around Harley. Was good tackle though. Wasn't able to get it clearly through. Handball though was able to come out there from Wonthaggi. Wasn't able to get anything happening there. Was Dawson. 1-2. Whitehill again though to Johnson. Back to Whitehill. Great 1-2. He looks to deliver the ball inside 50, looking for the mark there. Free kick. Yeah. Free kick. It was right in front of one field umpire. He didn't pay it.
McLaren.
For McLaren, but the non-controlling has paid it.
It was the right call too, Timmy.
Absolutely, it was. I thought it was a free kick all the way there. McLaren looks to be outside his range with the breeze. Plays on, puts the ball out to about 15 metres, and out comes forward 1-2. Unable to take the third one was Leslie, and the ball will go over the boundary line, and we'll have a boundary throw in about 40 metres out around from the Sale goal.
They're able to congest that forward line enough there for Dessert not to have anywhere to run into, so that option to go to Leslie was probably a good move.
Urgency has picked up here, prelim final day. A spot in the grand final against Lee and Guthrie on the line. These two sides, things just starting to heat up here in the second quarter. It's a 15-point lead the way of Sale. 10 minutes gone here in the second quarter. And, of course, that's on the top pub ball scoreboard. Boxer.
They've actually started in the McGippy. The McGippy started, yep. It's 1 goal, 1 apiece already in the first quarter.
About a 3 p.m. kickoff, was it?
Yeah, it was a little bit.
Well, you better get the headlights ready and the lights out there ready. Could be going to be a A late finish there, but a great game we're expecting between Newbar and Yanar. But we're here now at the Moore Rec Reserve preliminary final. The ball is in the hands of the players of Sale, and that was Hutchins. He was able to get a handball out. Coming in is Murray, dodging, twisting, turning, does it effectively, gets out of traffic, goes forward. But he wasn't able to get it too far. Sale defence has been dogged all day.
Their half-back line's been just dominant. That
was Thacker who took the mark. Just playing in front of the Wonthaggi forwards currently. Gets it out to Johnston. He was unable to complete the mark. Coming out hard and was being met hard was Reid.
Just on the boxer on the boundary line for Carper Country, helping dreams become a reality since 1981. Notice Sale, after the little scuffle, they took Lang off just to have a little bit of a rest.
Yeah, I think he just needed it because he was getting quite angry and he was, throwing his weight around without being too malicious. Do you like that?
Malicious. That's two.
Not too bad.
That's two.
So I'll leave it now.
Great. Handball, quick one. It's out from Ronke. He gets the ball over. He's trying to get it out. Oh, he's a great tackle. He followed it up hard. Linehan picks it up. He's got support down there, and that's the hands of Knowles. They're trying to work this one out. The Sale forwards, their pressure right now is exemplary. Do I get that right? I was thinking I stuffed it up. I'm just trying to have a vocabulary contest here with you, Boxer.
I didn't realise it was the thesaurus.
Pull out the thesaurus. She's on. Preliminary final day. It's excitement. We're getting big words spraying around, and the free kick's going the way of Wonthaggi, along with a 50-metre penalty, Timmy.
Not sure what the 50 was for, Wonga, but Wonthaggi will take that. Sale. It had them pinned into their back line for a long time, and that'll come out there through Hayes. He gets the kick out there towards Sparks on the far wing, and he's able to take the mark. Wants to swing round, but he hasn't got much options over forward. And as we said, the halfback line of Sale have been great. Sparks just dumps the ball forward to a 3-on-2 contest. It wasn't, and there's that man Pendlebury, just reads the ball so well, and he takes an easy mark on the halfback.
I don't understand how he's going to play it. Like, he just happens to find himself to run free, and he just sets up play from off that halfback line.
He pulled the ball through, but a free kick there going, went over the top, and a free kick will go to Sale there. It'll go to Descent. He'll look to bring the ball further back inside. Tainch was calling for it, nothing on. He plays on a little bit and finds Pendlebury, who just dumps it on that raking left foot out towards Leslie. 1, 2, still wasn't able to get that third grab. Rove there, well, by Sale, but then he's being paid for holding the ball.
Yeah, it was Allison.
It was a great Rove off the mark.
Boxer?
It was a unlucky free kick, really, to be honest, because they were pretty quick with the whistle again. I reckon they've been real quick with that holding the ball call all afternoon. So hopefully it doesn't get too out of hand, especially in the clutch of the game. Or the clutches of the game.
Clutches, righto.
I fixed it.
Free kicks for the game, Paul Carter?
This quarter it's 7-5. Wonthaggi's way. First quarter there was a large number as well, 9-7 Sales way. So.
Speaking of clutches, what rhymes with clutch is crutch, and how is it going there, Boxer? Of course, the chili on the Jets crackers last night, has it just cooled down? Everything's okay? I've
got 2 pairs of undies on today, so everything's nice and cool down the bottom. It's a get out of hand now for Gippsland Power, because they are really getting hurt now by the Dragons, 12-7-79 to 5-6-36.
As Murray goes inside forward 50, Leslie was there. He's blocking the way as Hutchinson just took a huge leap over the top. He was unable to take the mark. He tries to mop up his own ball, but Lang clears it again to Will Leslie, playing one hell of a game today, Will Leslie. He'll certainly be in the running today for the best on ground thanks to Gippsland Isuzu. He has been everywhere, as has the Sale defence. As they try to work this one out now at the Wonthaggi side, they need to build something. And could it be through the veteran in O'Connor, who's got the ball? He goes wide. They're just trying to get this switch of play happening again. He finds out there Sparks. He's got a short one over the top. He elects to take it. Far wing. Huge game here at the Moore Rec Reserve. Wonthaggi taking on Sale as the kick comes in from Anderson, but getting there again, Leslie in front position. The umpire said that's a mark. The Wonthaggi forwards, they just have to get in front. The backmen here from Sale are doing as they please, and whether it's Leslie or whether it's Pendlebury, they're just cutting everything off.
Especially in front when it's kicking into the wind.
That's twice now. Call me Boxer, Paul. That's your last chance.
You're only human.
Leslie got the ball inside. Desson, he was playing in front, which is what Wonthaggi haven't been doing, though. Bray went to ground, got a handball out towards O'Connor. He got another handball out to Hayes. His kick is a scrubber, and it has been marked out there on the far side by Sale, and that'll come back in from Lockie Todd. Gets the handball off. delivering the ball inside there. McLaren looking over the back. Oh, but it didn't get over the back. And big Brad Desson put those mitts up and was able to take a great mark. And he'll go back and he'll look for, try and get his first one for the day.
It's just that use of the ball inside 50, just getting that ball inside to better avenues and better options. And this is where Wonthaggi are falling down. They're falling across their half-forward line. They're really not existent at the moment. And then led by Ryan Pendlebury, it's allowing Sale to get the ball inside 50 quickly to allow Brad Desson to be in this position right now.
Desson comes in from about 30 metres, puts the ball on its way. Umpire moves a little bit, but it's gone straight over the top of his head, and that's another goal for Sale.
It's a great kick there by Brad Desson, and a really tough pocket because he would have had the breeze across his body as well. So one of those real tough kicks where you really got to kick through the footy. And those goals are just, they're worth a heap, especially in these conditions right now. And it was a good finish off there by Desson.
That goal at the 17-minute mark of the second quarter takes Sale to a 21-point margin. And on the Top Pub Mall scoreboard, that is Sale on 4-4-28, leading Wonthaggi 1-1-7.
The critical part of the game here for Wonthaggi. As Hutha goes up, they need to get themselves back into the game. The ball was handballed out there by Jack Blair. Leading the race out there is Knowles for Wonthaggi. Hold on, the hammer is Glenane. He's able to get it. The umpire says, no, it's out of bounds. Ball spending a bit of time out there on that far wing with the breeze certainly favouring that side of the ground.
Well, we've seen Wonthaggi in this position before, and I think last time Jared Blair threw himself into the middle with his brother Jack and Sparks just to do something a little bit different, and I think it might be the time to pull that trigger again.
Yeah, you could be right, Box. They need to do something. They need to go quick. Going back bravely there with the flight of the ball was Knowles. He took the chest mark. Now, let's see if they can get some movement. They can get somebody playing in front. The long lead comes now. It's Lindsay who's gone down deep, but it's cut off again, this time by Shannon Lang, just raking up yet another possession. They just can't get it past that half-forward mark of the ground, the Wonthaggi side. Sale are doing it with relative ease as Ronke just twists and turns. He gets a kick. He's got a player out wide here. It's Bound. Oh, he's a big one over the top of O'Connor. He's knocked it forward to his advantage. Back there is Reid. Handball's out now to Hayes. Gets a kick out there. Sale numbers are plenty as Allison kicks it back inside that 50, leading out there and taking the mark. It's that man Todd. He's right hard up in the boundary. The umpires are conferring. Was it out of bounds? Was it in, Boxer?
I think the second grab was taken over the line.
It was juggling.
So they've paid out of bounds.
Out of bounds, you're going to throw it in. Of course, you've got to have control of the ball as it goes over the back. Lockie Todd, usually playing in the back line, throws the ball back with disgust. His eyes had lit up. He thought he was going to get a shot on goal.
I think it was a great call by the boundary umpire.
Good call. We give praise all round where it's due as Leslie taps that one back into the hot spot. Picking it up, quick kick, twisting, getting it out of there was Ronke. It's just gone wide, through for a minor score. They're looking electrifying here, the Sale team. Wonthaggi can't find the answers. Sale are owning this football.
And on the Top Pub Mobile scoreboard, Sale now lead by 22 points, 4-5-29 to Wonthaggi 1-1-7. We played 19 and a half minutes in the second quarter.
O'Connor brought it back into Hayes, but his kick missed O'Connor again. Chain of handballs there. Allison snaps it around the corner. Is it going to be shepherded through? No, it's not. And it's going to be through for another rush behind.
Geez, McLaren looks dangerous down in that forward line too. He's lively down there. They've looked like they've found those numerous avenues to goal they've been looking for, the Sale team. All individual goal kickers thus far today.
Scott, he'll bring the ball back in, and he kicks that ball over onto the other side, and the Wonthaggi team will look to kick it outside, back 50 there through Shannon Bray. Bray, his short kick goes to a 2-on-1 contest. They still weren't there. Was able to get rid of it though through Davey, dumped it on the boot, but Sale have got it all set up there at the back line. They're going to reload quickly straight through. Andy Murray though was able to cut off the kick there. He got a handball away. Umpire calls play on. Scrubby kick forward though, finds Harley. He gets a handball over the top to Murray. He got a handball out towards Jared Blair. They're standing still. Oh, cut off there by Ronke. Fantastic. Kick forward through by Hutchins. And goes, and he's dumped after he was kicked it. Downfield free kick there. This will be taken by Freeman. He's going to be just outside 50, but with the breeze coming from his left-hand shoulder, this should go close to going through.
He might have a wheeze if he's got asthma.
He may. He looks to come on. Little stutter step. Brings the ball forward. This will land about 5 metres short, and Wonthaggi knocked the ball through for a rush behind.
It was a tough kick from there. It was a wee short, wasn't it?
It was a wee short.
It's a wee short.
maybe he was like you last night, boxer. Went for one. He
would have been a bit shorter after that one.
Needed a bit of the extra spice.
24-point margin in Sale's favour. We played 21.5 minutes second quarter. That's on the Top Hub Mall scoreboard.
Reid to bring the ball back into play. Does so. Clears 50. He's got Blair out there. He's got a 1-on-3. Not sure why he went out that side. Picking the ball up now is Knowles. He's twisting. He's trying to get around. Sale got the players. They've got numbers around the ball. Going to have a snapshot at goal. The arms up in the air. They're up and about. Johnson's kicked the goal. That's a huge one. That's a Zambrero Traralgon goal of the day.
Absolutely. Wong, a great call and a great goal there by the coach again. Actually, I don't think it was Johnson. It might have been Tainch.
That's all right. We'll go with it.
No, it's Tainch. We'll give it to Tainch. But it was a great goal. He's just bringing himself off now through the rotation. That's why I knew he's just about stuffed by the time he gets off the ground because he's running into the breeze as well. But that was a great goal. And that gives him a very, very, very handy lead.
The lead's actually 30 points, Boxer. It's 5-7-37 on the Flanagan scoreboard, and Wonthaggi still on 1-1-7. We've played 22 minutes into the second quarter.
Wow. Wonthaggi have got no answers thus far. Sale are dominating in all areas, all facets of the game. As Wonthaggi have won themselves a free kick in their centre bounce, it's going to Ryan Sparks.
That was a big moment, wasn't it? That was a massive moment there in the game.
Noah Anderson with the ball, just goes out wide. Hayes working his way into the game nicely, picking up another possession. Onto that left boot, kicks it into the hot spot. Player in front was Harley, but gee whiz. Going back there with the flight of the ball and taking the mark. That was Johnson that time?
Absolutely.
Good, I got it right.
Great
Apologies
work.
out there to the Tainch family as Johnson kicks this one out. Players to fly high. Scott comes in, but going in with the flight was Lenahan. Strong mark overhead, brings it inboard quickly. A little bit too hot there for Brosnan, went through his hands. Will Leslie mops it up, kicks it long. Bray's going to be leading the race. Reid looks like he's just out of gas out there. He's spent. Hot in pursuit of him, he's Ronke. He's been lively, he's caught him. And now he's just tapped it out of bounds. Bray, they're asking for insufficient.
No, it was a perfect kick.
Is that what we say? Was that what we call it? What insufficient?
Insufficient intent.
Hang on.
Yes.
The ball hit inside 50 before it actually went out. So there was 2 or 3 players on the run to get it. So it was a great kick inside by Sale. Just made it a danger ball and made their smalls run onto it. And it was great work there by Brad Descent to make it a 50-50 contest too.
Still all individual goal scorers here today, boys. The big forwards unable to get themselves into the game thus far. It's been an even spread, Timmy.
Absolutely, it has. As a clearing kick comes out for Wonthaggi. Wrapped up straight away there, though, into a contest with 2 or 3, and the ball will get balled up.
The Mid-Gippy must have only played 17-minute quarter because it's already quarter time.
And trying to make a catch-up.
They was just catching up, but it's Newborough 2-1-13. They lead you now 1-1-7.
Leslie got the tap down there to McLaren, who didn't really have any prior opportunity, but he's pinged for holding the ball, and Wonthaggi will take the relieving kick there through Sparks. There's just no run through there for them, so they're going to have to dump the kick long. And in comes through Pendlebury, in from the side, was able to get the contest. But a free kick, though, has been picked out there, and it'll go to Harley. He'll deliver the ball forward. Straight in, 3-on-1 contest, though. There's Wonthaggi aren't getting in front, but a kick out from the Wonthaggi gets the bounce. 1, 2, and it goes through for Josh Bates, and that is a contender for Zambrero goal of the day.
Definitely was, and it was a lucky bounce, and one of those things in footy where, you know, luck is a fortune, but you never know. It might be just enough spark there for Wonthaggi to get themselves back into the game. But right now, the Sale squeeze game has really worked in their favour. They just don't want to give up too much of this lead back to Wonthaggi deep in this second quarter.
The inside 50s this quarter are 10-11, and you wouldn't think so when you see the scoreboard. However, it's a 24-point margin in Sale's favour on the Top Pub Mall scoreboard. The 5-7-37, Wonthaggi now 2-1-13.
Yeah, Will Leslie came in hard in that contest there, cleaned himself up in one of the players, so it just created that space. But it's back in the middle. That's a good tackle, and that's dropping the ball. That's Jared Blair applying that tackle to Leslie. He plays on. He's got a player out wide here. It's Hutchinson. It's a little shove as he takes the mark. What's the umpire going to call? No, he said that's all right. It was within the play. Hasn't had a lot of the ball today, Hutchinson, but we know he's a game winner.
Just the first touch.
First touch, he kicks it up. It's high. They've got numbers back here. Oh, roving the ball. They're running into the goal here. It's Anderson. And he's found a player at the top of the goal square. It's the surfer himself in Brosnan. He's taken them up right at the top of the goal square. They're going to go for 2 in a minute here, Wonthaggi, to get themselves back into this game.
He'll be the first multiple goal kicker.
From the top of the square, the kick's on its way. The umpire has to work a bit, but he's happy with it. 2 in a row to the power. They're back in it right on the sound of the siren here at half-time. Well, they needed that goal. They're going to go in with some pep in their step, the Wonthaggi power. They've kicked 2 goals in the last minute of this second quarter that was dominated by a Sale side that's been strong all day. They've done plenty of work out there, just waiting for the scoreboard to update.
There you go.
3 goals, 1, 19 Wonthaggi to the Sale side. 37. It's half-time here, preliminary final day of the Alinta Energy Gippsland+League. It's been a great game so far as the players make their way into the sheds for half-time. It's all brought to you by Harvey Norman Electrical Gippsland. Get spring cleaning, update your fridge, bring the stadium home this footy finals with great deals on electronics across the board.
The Morning Crew with Gabby and Dan.
Graham, what's a pet peeve of yours, mate?
Mate, I hate it when people eat chips and all you can hear is a crunchy noise.
So you don't like the crunch?
I don't like the crunch. It does my head in.
How do you eat chips without crunching? Do you suck on them or something?
I can't hear it when I eat it.
That's the greatest pet peeve. It's fine when I do it.
Yeah, exactly. Love it. Thank you, Graham.
The Morning Crew with Gabby and Dan. Weekday mornings from 6. TRN.
Thing about
That'd be a whacker plate.
We know which piece of equipment you need for your project, even if you don't. We hire them too. Mini loaders, drum rollers, tipper trailers and more. See you soon. Gippsland, Wacker, Noyson and Latrobe Valley Forklifts. Visit lvforklifts.com.au.
Zambrero makes the best burritos in town, but it's hard to pick one reason why they're the best. It could be the fresh guac made daily or the juicy slow-cooked meats. Zambrero makes the best burritos in town. Taste one today. Dine in, takeaway or delivered. Zambrero. Feel good Max.
Score a 1 in 4 chance to win with the Monopoly game at Macca's. Ends October 18. Full terms at mcdonalds.com.au.
This is the third quarter. Gippsland Live on TRFM.
Let's get down.
Welcome back to the Mall Rec Reserve preliminary final day. Second half action is up and running. Thanks to Harvey Norman Electrical Gippsland. Get spring cleaning, update your fridge and bring the stadium home. These footy finals with great deals on electronics across the board. The ball hasn't left the centre circle thus far. We've had 3 stoppages. And we've just travelled 40 seconds into this third quarter as the umpire has picked out a free kick. We see the Sale side enjoying an 18-point lead right now. That's on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard as we get the first kick of the quarter, and that's off the boot of Jack Leslie. Goes long inside forward 50, looking for players there to move around for him. Ronke's there. He's been looking lively all day long. Trying to move the ball in. Picked up now. That's Scott. He's got a short player on here, short kick on here.
Well, he is a short player.
He's a short player. It is Jared Blair, the coach. He just picks up another possession. Of course, had 10 touches. Looks out wide for his brother there in Jack. He gets the free kick. He has to get back behind his mark. Tate interfered with him as he tried to take it. Dawson out wide, screaming for the ball. Is he going to go there? He's thinking. He does go there. Dawson takes it, goes short again. Don't kick it down low to a Tomahutha, the big ruckman. Twist, turns, looks like a rover, gets it on the boot. It's going to be effective. Straight in the lap of Lindsay. He has moved forward. He's got the lead out here. Harley, tough pocket to kick to. Harley comes in, can't take it. Leslie wearing him like a glove all over the top. And the big boy Harley was unable to get that mark.
I think we always talk about his closing speed, Will Leslie. He was caught 3 or 4 metres behind then, and he was able to actually get in front of Harley and get the spoil.
He's fast, seriously fast. You just can't have the ball up there. Hutchinson picks it up, snaps, kicks it up, coming around in the wind, but not coming around far enough. Through for a minor score, but it's a better start to this half for the Wonthaggi side, who need to find a way to get back into this game.
McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard, Wonthaggi 3-2, 20, Sale 5-7, 37.
Now, Timmy, you're waiting for the ball to come back for Pendlebury to bring it back in. Some scores. We've got some netball updates, I think, from around preliminary final today.
Absolutely, we have. Earlier on, we had Sale win the 13s. Traralgon was over the line in the 15s and the 17s. Maffra were victorious in the C grade, and Traralgon got over the line in the B grade as well. And we've got A grade on at the moment between Moe and Leongatha.
All right, big result there between Traralgon and Moe there in the B grade. As Pendlebury bangs this ball long inside. Oh, drop mark there. That should have been taken in a quick kick off the ground. That looked to be Staley. And he's gone forward. He's gained some meterage inside the forward 50 now for Wonthaggi.
Yeah, Wonga in the North Gippy. It's game on now. It's Law North have really battled down now, and it's TT only lead by the 2 points, 5-5-35 to 5-3-33.
And that around the grounds is thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture Gippsland. And we have see the latest trends in timber, stone, aluminium, rope, wicker, outdoor furniture available now. As we have a stoppage, Timmy, inside the attacking 50 for Wonthaggi.
Ball goes up there and Leslie comes back over the top. There's that man, Jared Blair. He's being worn tightly by Cooper Whitehill. He knocks the ball over the boundary line.
You'd be getting on top of him now, you'd say. Blair, he's just his smarts in working his way into the game. A good learning experience for Whitehill, though, to play on an AFL premiership player like Blair.
Absolutely. Ball comes back in. 0-0 contest there between the two ruckmen. Lang tries to get around 1, 2. Went for one too many. And then Sparks gives him a little bit of extra shove into the ground as he's been going to be rewarded with a free kick. And he'll look to reload, get Wonthaggi back inside 50. Here, Leeds are coming out from the goal square. He's going to dump it. It's a shocking kick inside. Didn't give Lindsay much of a chance. Johnson then got the handball out. Leslie gets it onto the boot. Able to then be picked up by Glenane. He again got slung into the ground, and Sale will get a free kick.
The intel box of the Wonthaggi intent is certainly a lot higher in this quarter. They've come out hard. Hutchinson laid a big tackle just before that. Blood rule.
It's called the blood rule, and their intent is pretty well what it should have been from the start, and it's actually reversed itself around where they're now forcing the error from Sale. They've had a lot of the play this start of this third quarter. They just need to make sure they're more efficient inside 50.
That's Jack Blair, Timmy, with the blood rule coming off, and coming in is Mitch Hayes.
Where's the blood?
On his elbow.
Wow.
Apparently.
Okay.
So time's called back on, and Sale will look to reload outside of 50. Kicks it out towards the wing. That wind's got up again. Ball, Allison wasn't able to take the mark. Rode there by Jack Leslie, though. He's got the kick out into the centre of the ground. Davey went round 1, 2. Got the handball out to Jared Blair. He kicks the ball inside 50. No mark there. Able to then picked up by Whitehill. Sparks got a hand in there. Goes once again. Tries to throw it on the boot. There's nothing in there, and he's been pinged for holding the ball. And that was gone through a tackle through Pendlebury. He'll look to settle Sale down a little bit here as Wonthaggi have come into much more pressure in this first 5 minutes of this third quarter. Pendlebury delivers back in towards the middle, 3-on-1. Got out over the back. Descent, he went to lay the shepherd, but he had no mates to go with him. Picked up there, knocked out of the contest there by Lang. He looks for the free kick. He's asked for it,
Smart.
And the umpire is going to pay it.
Smart play.
Hailed the taxi. He's got the free kick, about 70 metres out from goal. Going to look to bring the ball forward.
Look for Pendlebury. He's rushed his way forward, but he goes over the top of him. Going forward, it's a push out there. Johnson had back position. He wanted front position, so he just shoved Huther. The umpire said, no, that's not allowed. So Thomas Huther, the big man, he's going to take the free kick deep in his defensive 50. He's got plenty of leads out here wide. One of them is Bray. Getting into front position, though, was Dawson for Wonthaggi. He's trying to work this ball forward. There he is again, that man Sparks. He's been everywhere. Definitely been one of Wonthaggi's best players today, thanks to Gippsland Isuzu. The Isuzu D-Max, born to live, born to tow, available at Gippsland Isuzu Ute, LMCT 10285.
Well, you can say it. He's on fire, Sparks. You can say it. Just say it.
His nickname's the Igniter.
Who would be a good match for him?
It's getting worse in here. Huther punches the ball out. There he is against Sparks. He's tackled hard there by Whitehill. Brings him down to the ground.
But Wonga,
yes.
With all seriousness though, the year now train is starting to take some movement.
Choo choo! You can hear it going out there. It's Huther gets a kick forward, wrestling into front position. There was Glenn, picked up, snapped there by Glenane, goes inside 50, sliding in hard on his knees. There was Bates. He's going to be rewarded. The free kick, wastes no time. Gets out to O'Connor. Wide kick, he's got Harley on the long lead. That's how you need to play. Troy Harley gets one of his first kicks of the game, goes long. Hutchinson bounces favourably over the back. He's got the race. He's inside 50, taps it to his advantage, takes a bounce. He's off and running. He snaps from the boundary line. He's put it on through the human highlight reel. Jack Hutchinson has kicked the Zambrero goal of the day.
Just when you think, when we were sitting here saying he's done absolutely uncharacteristically nothing for himself this afternoon, he comes out and does that. Full pace. It's just too hard to explain because you needed to see it to actually believe it. He's already had the Zambrero goal of the day as well, and I reckon that's going to be 2 weeks in a row now, Timmy Sexton.
That is an absolutely a fair contender for that. Did well, as you said, got over the back, gave the tap along, and then was able to snap it in from the pocket. A great goal.
Just go give the envelope to him now. Just go downstairs.
Margin back to 11 points at the 8-minute mark of the third quarter. McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard. Sale 5-7, Wonthaggi 4-2.
Laying with another handball out. This game is hot. And Allison kicks it forward, coming out hard. Trying to take the mark was Freeman, almost lost his head. Scott picks it up. You can hear the crowd here. They're getting excited. And they've been rewarded with a free kick. Going the way of Sale. It's for O'Connor's, copped him high. Who's that on the bottom of the pack there, Timmy? You got the glasses out. Who we got out there?
Just waiting for him to turn around and give me a bit of a look there, Wonga. He's giving me nothing.
Is it, have we got out there McLinden?
It'll be McLinden. Yep.
It's McLinden. He's going to have a shot. 45 out. It's going to take every bit of his best kick. As he kicks into the wind, he sits it up. It's not going to make the distance. The ball just goes to the top of the square, punched out by Bray. Players diving on it anywhere. Allison grabs it out of the air. We're going to ball it up 20 metres out from the Sale attacking end. Game on here. It is a tight game. It is an 11-point lead the way of Sale. 9 minutes gone in this third quarter, and that's on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard.
Ball's just gone over the boundary line there, and we'll have a boundary throw in about 5 metres around from the Sale goal. Wonthaggi's pressure has been intense for these first 10 minutes. They need to clear it out of here. Ball comes back in to Ruckman, got over the back to Allison. He snaps round onto his left foot, and standing in the front of goal there, was landing on the chest, was Lockie Todd. El Rooster playing directly in front, and that's the important thing for those little snap kicks out of a contest. And he'll go back for about 15 metres from directly in front and try and settle the Sale scoreboard and get them back in front by just under 3 goals. Comes on in, puts the ball on its way, and it's gone straight over the goal umpire's head. Only went about 7 metres into the air, but that's a goal there for the Sale Magpies, and they're first for the third quarter.
He might be a pilot, but he kicked that like a helicopter. Like, that's just didn't look good, did it?
Good by you, Boxer.
Not bad.
I like the way you worked that in.
Did you like the how? It was not bad. And look, yeah, it was a nice little finish there by Todd. A much needed one for Sale, because Wonthaggi just seemed to be working their way back into this game, and it was just one of those things where they just needed to make sure when they got it inside 15. You caught it well, Timmy. You play in front, you get rewarded.
11-minute mark of the third quarter. The McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard. Sale 6-7-43. Wonthaggi 4-2-26.
Well, Wonthaggi had kicked the last 3 goals of the game up until that point. But Sale get the settler as the big men fly. Tapping that one forward there was Staley for Wonthaggi. Got to go back. Going back hard. There was O'Connor, but coming out even harder was Todd. The free kick's being picked out. It's going to Glenane of Sale. Waste no time going back inside 50. He's got Lang on the lead. He was unable to find him, though, because the Wonthaggi defence was able to get numbers back as they clear. And it's Lenahan who takes the mark in front of Tainch. Short kick. Brosnan was unable to get there, and it got over the line, out of bounds on the full.
I see Brosnan's brother's boundary umpiring over there as well.
When did peroxide come back?
It's back.
I haven't seen that since the late 90s. It's back. I think, do you ever run with it, Boxer?
A little bit.
Yeah, I did too, and our hair fell out, so don't do it, fellas. It's a trap. Johnson comes through, he tries to pick that one up, and he's tackled hard.
It looks like Timmy's had a fair crack at it too.
Timmy tried to put some in last night. He's lost a few patches on the pillow.
And it's gone curly.
Leslie got the tap down. Allison, he wasn't able to get a clear one. And that man Sparks again. He's been all over it. And he wraps up Allison, and we'll have a ball up 50 metres out from the Sale goal.
I've got a half-time score in the Gippsland+League Grand Final, and it's here now. Half-time, 5-3-33. They lead Newborough 2-4-16.
Free kick's been paid. McLaren. He was slung without the football. He's going outside 50, set it up. It's drifting to the top of the goal square. The big men are flying. There he is. Dessert at the top of the goal square, threw the big hands into the air. Clunk it went. And he's going to go back and have a shot for his second of the day. Sale are just starting to build some momentum here into the third quarter. Big Brad Descent, the top of the goal square, highway end, preliminary final day. The kick's on its way. It's gone through. He makes no mistakes. Sale, 2 in a row.
Yeah, great finish there and a great set of hands there too by Descent, and just makes a difference from two spectrums at either end of the ground. When you get the ball inside 50 and your bigs are in the right position, they're going to mark all day, every day. And the way that Wonthaggi have brought their ball inside their 50, they haven't given their forwards much of a chance. And right now, Sale are playing the percentages and they're playing them really well.
McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard, we're at the 14-minute mark of the third quarter and Sales leads back out to 23 points. They are 7-7-49, leading Wonthaggi 4-26.
Wonthaggi, after kicking 2 goals just before half-time in the first of the third, Sale have responded and kicked the next 2. Ball goes up into the middle. Yes, but it was Staley that got the left hand down to it. Wrapped up straight away there, coming off the wing. And we'll have another ball up.
You know what's interesting though? That's the kicking end. That's got to be the scoring end. And I think 9 goals have been kicked down this end.
Very true.
Staley got the handball, got the tap out there. Come off the boot of Knowles out to in front of Hutchinson. He gets a tap. He tries it with the left hand. Wasn't able to keep that one in. And we've got a boundary throw in, 55 metres around from the Wonthaggi goal on the far side here at the Mall Recreation Reserve.
If we still ran the grand final sprint, and one of these guys will be playing in a bit, Will Leslie against Jack Hutchinson. Oh, that would be
mouth-watering.
That'd be worth just paying the money to come and see, because those two guys are electrifying.
McGuinness got the tap down. No one's able to get a clear clearance out of it. We're wrapped up again. We'll have another ball up.
It looks like boxer Sparks and Johnston are going toe-to-toe now. Of course, it was Sparks and Lang earlier. Johnston now trying to work him over, such is his influence on the game.
Staley with a big tap out, went to Andy Murray. He wasn't able to stay in the field of play. Boundary throw in. Still on that far side here at the Mall Recreation Reserve. We've just gone over 15 minutes. And it's Sale in front by 23 points.
Well, Wonthaggi, they'll need a goal of the day thanks to Zambrero. Zambrero makes the best burrito in town. Zam right, they do. Try one today, Seymour Street, Traralgon. And a free kick's been picked out. Boxers found something amusing. It's Jared Blair with the free kick.
So apparently the scoring end's not the scoring end.
Right, it's true. You did say the score, yeah. Jared Blair is outside 50, kicking to the non-scoring end, which is the scoring end. He gets very close to the man on mark. He just chips this one for a player diving in. It's his brother. They've been practicing that one in the backyard. And Jack Blair, a little bit closer, but certainly a better angle. Directly in front, 40 metres out, Blair to Blair. We spoke about it before the game. They do look for each other. And this could be a big moment thanks to the Mall Bowling Club. Catch all the AFL Finals games live in the club lounge as Jack Blair, 45 metres, kicks on its way. It's straight out. It's straight out past the point post for a boundary throw-in. Unable to get the distance there, nor the accuracy. But it's certainly where Wonthaggi want the ball to be, deep inside their attacking 50. They are down. They are under pressure. And they're currently down by 23 points here at the 16-minute mark of the third quarter. Preliminary final day at the Mall Rec Reserve.
Harley over the back, took it out of the ruck. His kick was smothered there by McGuinness. Players jump on it and we'll have a ball up 15 metres out. They certainly need to get one here to get that ascendancy back towards them like they had in the first 10 minutes of this quarter. Harley over the top, tap down. Sparks wasn't able to get it. 1, 2, 3, comes out of it. Tried to get the handball out there was McLaren. He couldn't get anything out of it. Quick kick out from Sale. And it's gone over the boundary line.
He's sucked in.
Insufficient intent.
Insufficient intent.
It's sucked in. The umpire got sucked in.
Paid the first one, Boxer. You got to pay him all day.
Oh, here we go.
And that's what he's done. He's been consistent.
And how come someone said to me, Timmy Sexton versus Jack Hutchinson, and they reckon you go all right?
I'd go okay.
Yeah, he's on a bike.
Long back over the back. Jordan Staley put the big mitts up, the knee in the back.
He's dropped Thomas Glenn.
And he's gone back, and now he has to go back. He's probably in the wrong pocket, Boxer, at the scoring end. And he's got to go back and try and put this one through. But what a fantastic contested mark from over the back. Walks in, puts the ball on its way. And he smashed it into the behind post. And that is still going to be wobbling probably in about 15 minutes' time. That's not what Wonthaggi needed. That had no chance of going anywhere near it. And from a great mark, we've got a bit of a letdown there. Wonga is the shot on goal.
Yeah, that point post is still wobbling. Lucky they don't make them like they used to when Lee Matthews would run into them, because that one would have snapped clean in half as they clear the ball out now through Laverty's Sale side.
So where's the non-intent there? Just take the umpire's hat off for 5 seconds, Timmy Sexton, because the other one wasn't.
Come on, Boxer, settle down.
Geez, you're angry today.
Yeah, half-forward flag.
Half-time. Half-time to North Gippy.
The ruckman to go out at Jordan Staley up against the big boy McGuinness. Murray handballs the one out, tries to find Blair. Free kick picked out. Wonthaggi's way, looking around who gets it. Murray's got the free kick. Maybe a little bit too far out to score. They've had the ball in their forward 50 for the last couple of minutes, Boxer.
He's a bit of a kick of the footy. I wouldn't doubt that he's got every chance here, I reckon. So if he goes for that left goal post...
It's going to take his very, very best. Be kicking right on the line of 50. They need this one, Wonthaggi. Kicks on its way. The trajectory's coming around, but through for a minor score. Just faded late, that kick.
Taking Wonthaggi to 4-3-27. They are 22 points in arrears of Sale, 7-7-49. McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard, 19 and a half minutes played in the third quarter.
We'll just go around the grounds quickly for Harvey Norman Furniture Gippsland. And it's half-time in the North Gippsland Football League Grand Final. It's TTU 5-6-36. They lead Geelong North 5-4-34.
And Boxer, just for Carpet Country, helping dreams become reality since 1981. Notice Mitch Stacker's been on the bench for a little while. With where the game's situated, you think they're just trying to rest him and get him through? We know that obviously last week he was very proppy and hasn't been all that great today.
No, he's actually moved a lot better than last week for sure, but I think you're right. I think they'll just keep an eye on him and just play him in patches at the moment.
Glenane got the ball forward, and that was a great mark there from McLaren. He got the handball on towards Martin, gave it a bounce, got the handball over the top. Wasn't fantastic, but McLaren went back and got it. Gave his hold a bit of candy, went back onto his left foot, kicked the ball inside. Whitehill wasn't able to take the mark. Jack Leslie picked the ball up, got the handball, and threw the ball. And as you can hear from the crowd, they weren't quite happy with that decision.
No, I think he was thrown. He threw the ball before he was thrown himself.
I think that is 100% correct. As the ball comes back from Scott into the middle of the ground, bounces over the top of Lindsay's head there, and then we've got Glenn who tried to run onto it. No contest. 1, 2, 3. Pendlebury stands up tall. Eyes Leslie. He's tackled as he kicks it, but it lands in the hands there of Bown. Goes inside and's able to find Tainch. He gets the handball on to Glenn. Wasn't able to take it clean though. Gets around the first tackle. Second. Oi! Coming through there was Lenihan with a bit of a raised elbow, but nothing called there. Blair took the cut off, but his kick goes straight to Jack Johnson. Johnson comes back in towards the middle and finds Laverty. Laverty on the left, kicks it over the top, but with great closing speed there was Kyle Reid. Got the handball, got the fist in there. We've got a free kick being paid off the ball here.
Yeah, tempers are starting to fray a little out there, Timmy.
Yeah, Todd just retaliated and grabbed him by the throat, and the umpires picked it up from behind the plate.
Josh Bates there, the Wonthaggi player. So we've got a free kick out on the far wing and a 50. Wow, is this going to bring them within scoring distance? Wonthaggi need one here. Almost 22 minutes gone. Wonthaggi 4-3-27, Sale 7-7-49 on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard. Yeah, Monopoly is in full swing. Score a 1 in 4 chance to win at Macca's. Ends October 18.
I'm still struggling with that word, Monopoly. Did I get it right then?
Righto, Timmy.
Monopoly.
Who we got having a shot here? It's young Jack Blair. Comes 40 metres out. Ball sets it up high, doing a lot in the wind. The players jump, they claim it's touch. The goal umpire shakes his head. They confer. It is all clear. Wonthaggi get the goal. A much needed goal.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I saw, what the 50 was for. Did anyone see what it was for?
Probably giving an unsolicited opinion.
Yeah, let it do that. Have you ever asked the umpire,
no,
do you get reported of what...
Depends how you ask.
It's how you ask, not necessarily what you ask.
Okay, that's what probably got it wrong over those years. But anyway, over to you, PC.
It is a 16-point margin, and we're at the 23-minute mark of the third quarter. The McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard says Wonthaggi now 5-3-33. Sale still leading 7-7-49.
Leslie gets the tap down there. They've gone to their A-graders in the middle. Lang, he delivers the ball forward inside 50 to the grey marking lead. Took 1, 2, wasn't able to get the third there was McLaren. But a free kick has then been paid.
Don't know about that.
Secondary one there.
Fergus O'Connor, he got called for a push in the back, but it all looked fair. But
Whitehill wanted her on short. McLaren dances around, kicks in from 45, looks for a goal, and that is your Zambrero goal of the day contender. What a fantastic move there by Jack McLaren. Went one way, got O'Connor going the other, went inside 50 and put it straight in between the middle, and that is a fantastic goal there by Jack McLaren.
Yeah, you're spot on with the call then too. They did go to their A grade in the midfield too, and led by Lang as well. He got the ball inside 50. I love playing the fact that McLaren finds himself normally on the ball a fair bit. The whole game now he's been down forward and he's been lively. He's really given them that spark they really needed.
The perfect answer for Sale came at the 24-minute mark of the third quarter, back to 22 points in the lead on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard, 8-7 to Wonthaggi 5-3.
Yeah, big moment thanks to the Mall Bowling Club. Pot and Palmer every Saturday, $5.30 for only $20. Gee whiz, guys, when we think Wonthaggi are getting themselves back into the game, Sale have all the answers. As the ruckmen go at it, they're unable to get the ball down, but there is the big guy in Sparks. He's had a lot of the footy. Lang's on top. They just reacquaint themselves. A little bit of how to do all day long as Sparks kicks out wide. He's got the run of Bray. Will it sit for him? It does. He's got the coach in front. That's Jared Blair, 60 out, centering ball. Nice kick. Who's he got out there? He's got players getting back for him. They run over the pressure here. Oh, have a look at that man down there in Leslie. That's Will Leslie. He is definitely in the running today for the best on ground thanks to Gippsland Isuzu. The Isuzu D-Max, born to live, born to tow. Available at Gippsland Isuzu, Ute LMCT 10285. Timmy.
Tap came down from Leslie, who ended up with Thacker, who's back out on the ground, but his kick goes out of bounds on the full as he tried to transfer the ball, and Wonthaggi will have a shot from goal, around about 25 metres from their goal. It's a tough pocket, and with the wind blowing across the ground boxer, I'm not sure that they'll be trying to look to centre this one up and try and get back onto the scoreboard here with another goal just before three-quarter time.
Yeah, definitely. Left footer though, so he might actually back himself in here. If he's got a hairdo like he has now, he's definitely got the tickets to say, I've got to have a crack.
When your hairdo matches your boots and they're blonde.
It looks like it. He's making deliberate approach on the left, comes in, puts it outside. It's going to work its way back with the breeze, but Jack Leslie's there on the last line of defence and punches the ball through for a rush behind.
5-4-34 Wonthaggi on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard. They trail by 21 points on Sale, who are 8-7-55, 26-minute mark, third quarter.
Well, we have had 5 goals kicked this quarter. So the siren probably not too far away as Pendlebury brings the ball back into play. That's a long kick, almost out to the wing here. He's looking out there for Jack Leslie, unable to get it. Huther picks the ball up, handballs it out to no one in particular. We're going to ball it up again, half-forward flank, still on the attacking half of the ground for Wonthaggi.
Wonga, it's all over for the Gippsland Power for this season. They went down to Sandringham Dragons, 14-12-96. Sandringham Dragons.
Thank you.
To Gippsland Power, 9-8-62.
Brosnan was able to pick the ball up, but then threw it as he was trying to evade the tackle there of Pendlebury. He was wrapped up straight away. And he's been fantastic today there in the back line, and he'll look to settle it down nearly 27 minutes into this third quarter. Pendlebury goes long. It's a 55-metre kick out to the wing. No one was able to take it in the mark. Off hands. Looks like out there is Lang. And he isn't able to get it clear, and the ball will bounce over the boundary line, and we'll have a boundary throw in. Just Sale side of centre wing on the far side here at the Mall Recreation Reserve. Deep into the third quarter, and they lead by 21 points, the Magpies. Ball comes back in. Leslie and Huther go at it again. Leslie got the tap down. Unable to get away with it there, though, was Wonthaggi. A scrubby kick forward. Picked up there by Johnson. He throws it on the boot. Not a great kick forward. 3 go at it. Unable to pick it up there, but there's that man Blair again. Gets it out to Bray. He was looking for, but didn't find there in O'Connor. Was lapped up in a tackle. Handball, quick 1. Martin wrapped up straight away 2. And the umpire will come in and we'll have a boundary throw in 60 metres out from the Sale goal. Just under 28 minutes gone here in this third quarter.
Are we doing Martin's stats today, Paul?
He just had the handball this quarter, 8 touches for the day.
He's probably been quiet for his standard.
First quarter he was very good, sort of faded out of it from there as a wild handball goes forward in the way of Wonthaggi. They need to move the ball quickly if there's any chance to get a score, but the umpire said that's not going to happen because I'm going to call out a holding the ball, and that's against Harry Dawson. So Sale now with the ball in their hands. Is that Allison out there, Timmy?
Yep.
The ball. He goes short. He's got players aplenty. That's Whitehill. Goes back into that zone, that hot spot there. Players fly with their jumpers on everywhere. That's the Magpie jumpers, but the free kick's been picked out. Going back there to Knowles. He's been very effective in the back line all day today. For Wonthaggi, he finds his fullback out there in Bray. Just weighing it up. 28 and a half minutes gone. Third quarter, that's a short kick. It's a shocker. It's into the hands of Freeman. What's he going to do? He's got players deep in the goal square. He goes long. He's looking for the guys to get back there. Coming up with Scott. Trying to get it out. Gets it out. Huther through to Knowles. He handballs that one through for a point. Gee whiz, that's dangerous. And he looks like he's hurt himself down there at that contest, Scott. He's limping off. He's making his way. He's just checking that kneecap. He's not right.
Yeah, I reckon he's actually dislocated that kneecap by the look of it.
Shannon Bray with the ball deep in his defence, goes long. Players out there to fly out the back. Working his way under it was Reed. It looks like he's moved up forward to try to give them something here, Wonthaggi. They've struggled all day to get it inside their forward line and convert. And as we approach 29 and a half minutes here in the third quarter, we can't think there's too long to go. It's a 22-point lead in the favour of Sale.
Huther was able to take it out of the ruck. He threw it onto the boot and was able to then take the mark and found it forward there in Dawson. He delivers the ball forward and found it out there with Jack Blair. Short kicks on. And that there again is Harley. He's looking to load in. Kicks it back forward, back to Blair. Not 15, said the umpire. Play on. He goes inside 50 to Blair to a one-on-one contest there. Johnson not paid the mark though in Wonthaggi. They looked for it and we'll have a ball up 40 metres around from their goal. We've ticked over the 30-minute mark here in this third quarter. There can't be long to go, but Wonthaggi be wanting to try and snag one before the siren goes.
No, they've picked out a free kick. Timmy against Sparks. Comes out wide to Martin. Going for his second touch of the quarter. Superstar player is Kane Martin. And there it is. The siren sounds to end the third quarter, the premiership quarter at the 30-minute mark. Wonthaggi 5-4-34. They're down to Sale 8-8-56. They claim it's touch. It is all clear. Wonthaggi get the goal. A much-needed goal.
For Harvey Norman Computers Gippsland. Save on HP, Lenovo and Acer today. 3 down, 1 to go. The final quarter is about to start. This is Gippsland Live on TRFM.
Yeah, welcome back to the Ball Rec Reserve. We're back underway here in the preliminary final, all thanks to Harvey Norman Electrical. Gippsland, get spring cleaning, update your fridge and bring the stadium home. These footy finals with great deals on electronics across the board. We are back. Fourth quarter action.
They've gone to plan B, Wonthaggi. Both Blair boys in the middle to start the quarter.
They needed to. It's McLaren with the ball early, though, for Sally. Sells some candy around Blair. That's Jared. Goes long, flying high over the back. Couldn't take the mark, was Freeman. It comes down. We're going to have a ball up deep inside Sale's 50. Boxer. If Sale kicked the first goal right now, is it all she wrote?
Yeah, ring-a-ding-ding. She's all over.
She's all over. Righto, Timmy, take it away.
Up in the contest there was picked up there by Brosnan. He's gone back, but his clearing kick falls into the hands of Jack Johnson, and this might be that first goal you're talking about, Wonga. Not even a minute in, and he's going to go back and set himself and try and put Sale into a position.
Been one of the better players today, thanks to Gippsland Isuzu. Went out of in that third quarter a bit, though, Jack Johnson, Paul?
4 disposals. He had 16. Now this is number 17 for the match.
I'm backing him in. This is a Monty. There you go, with the wind and everything.
With the wind at the non-scoring scoring end
superstar this bloke.
Ball comes in. Johnson crosses the 50. Run up. Trying to work its way back. Not going to happen with that breeze. Goes across the line, and that'll be one behind.
They got out of jail there. Did Wonthaggi.
That was a full Monty, that one.
That was. O'Connor with the ball. Goes short. It's not a good kick. He's looking out there for Sparks. Gets it forward. Blair's going to be tackled. Gets rid of it just. Lenahan with the ball, trying to move it forward, but there's Allison. He's charging on through, coming in hard with Sparks, gets a quick kick, a centering kick, finds Reed, ducks his way out of trouble. Now back to that player again in O'Connor. He's been good today, but his kick ineffective. Speaking of good, finds the hands of Pendlebury. He's there on the half-forward flank, goes long right to the top of the goal square. Players getting back, can they find it? Bray picks it up, he's tackled down hard. Made no attempt, umpire, but he also had no prior. So they're going to ball that one up at the top of the goal square. Boxer on everyone's mind today. As the big boy McGuinness gets a tap out. Brosnan's there, quick kick. That's a snap. The umpires confer it's behind. It is a behind. They thought Brad Desson had his third of the day, but it's not to be. But Sale are peppering. That's 2 points in the first 2 minutes, and they have the ball firmly secured in their forward 50.
24-point lead to Sale at this 2.5-minute mark of the last quarter.
Bray looks to bring the ball in and does, and finds Jared Blair on the 50-metre mark. He goes long, looking there for Staley, but coming over the back was that man Pendlebury. But Staley will get the free kick for an arm over the back there by Thacker. Staley plays on straight away, goes long, inside 50. One-on-one contest, but over the back. Got the hands in there, was Bound. Picked up there through Dawson. Got a handball out. No effect with it. Lang, clearing kick. Finds Staley though. He'll look to reload quickly. There's a lot of Sale that have clogged up their defence, so he needs to find a target. Hasn't got anyone there. He's then got Huther out here.
It's a bit hard to find anyone because Pendlebury's pushed back into the hole. Now he's come short. He's found Dawson. He's still outside 50. They've just got players back. He's looked for Harley. It's a 1-on-4. Can Harley take it front position? Juggles it. He can't do so. McLaren comes out. Big chase down. Was able to get the kick away before Blair got him. Oh, Leslie handballs a fresh air. He then throws a player down. He's given away a free kick. It's to Lindsay. He's just inside the square. The ball didn't go back on the full. The umpire said no, 50's there. But Sale have got numbers back inside their defensive 50 everywhere. Harley's just got his hand in the air demanding the ball. But they kick it out wide to the coach, Jared Blair. He's not going to be able to kick it from there, but he's got one coming in. It's Murray on the lead. It's a nice kick, puts it up in front. He's unable to take it. Laverty was able to get the fist to it. And now they clear through Martin. Player is on out wide. Who we got out there, Timmy? Glenane with the ball. Thank you very much. Those binoculars must work. Goes short to Johnston.
Got an injury here for Sale. I'll keep you updated in a minute.
Johnson, he's just indicating he's going to go long down the line. He does. Goes past the wing area. McGuinness goes over the top of his head out the back. There is Desson, tries to knock it forward. Bray shrugs the tackle. Knowles has it, gives it back. There to Bray, but it goes over the boundary line for a throw-in. Boxer.
Mitch Bone has got... Is that how you say it?
Bound.
Yep, he's come off the ground now. He's holding his stomach or he's got a sore wrist. I can't work out what it was, so we'll just keep making it up and we'll just work it out when they get him up and about, and I can tell you a bit more.
Boxer coming to us thanks to Carpet Country, helping dreams become reality since 1981. Ball came in from that boundary throw-in and made its way towards the Wonthaggi goal, but we have it wrapped up there on the wing on the far side of the ground here at the Mall Recreation Reserve. As Leslie goes as it gets a hand down, Lang overran it. One, Blair tries to bust his way through, was wrapped up in two. Sale tackles straight away, and we'll have another ball up.
Timmy, 15 minutes gone in the third quarter of the Mick Gippy Grand Final, and Sienna, they have a 17-point lead now against Newborough, 5-5-35 to 2-6-18.
All thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture Gippsland for our round-the-ground scores here today. Lang was able to extract it out of a contest where not much was happening. Sparks went to ground, slipped, was able to get a handball away though, out towards Lindsay. He tried to get a handball out, didn't go very far. Martin got a handball to Glenane, who then found Leslie. He kicks it forward, unable to make the contact there, but it ended up with Lang. His great handball across to Martin. Chip kick over the top, bounce, 1-2. O'Connor came out, put pressure on. But Ronke was able to then get the handball back, and the ball's been delivered inside forward there to Desson, but worked underneath, and well done there by Shannon Bray. Takes a relieving mark at the back line there for Wonthaggi. Brings the ball out to the narrow side. Hasn't got much to go to. And his kick eventually then finds Dawson, who comes back in board, and his kick again looks like it's gone back towards Bray there. 1, 2, not much going on. So he delivers out here to a contest, and that was a good mark there, then taken by Hayes. Been pretty quiet today. Swings around onto that left boot and delivers the ball forward to the half-forward line.
Harley in the front spot, comes down, can't quite take the mark. Johnson got back in the hole. Harley mops it up, the handballs it forward, leading it back there is Hutchins+Sale. Unable to get the ball out. Hutchinson slides in now. Ball in his hands, tackled down hard. Jumping all over him with desperation is Whitehill. And he's been pinged. He's been pinged, Hutchinson. He dragged the ball in, said the umpire. Great effort by Whitehill, goes short. Finds Will Leslie. They've got all the answers here, Sale, today. 7 minutes have now gone in this final quarter. It's still a 24-point lead to the way of Sale. Wonthaggi need to do something, and the ball's in the hand of Tomahutha, who takes a juggling mark.
Bounce back on the ground. He must have been just winded.
Thanks, Dr. Nick. As Tomahutha goes short. Finds Noah Anderson. Jared Blair plays on, right on 50, kicks it, centering ball. Harley has the work to do. Going back with the flight, though, was Pendlebury. Was unable to take the mark, and we're going to ball it up. Deep inside, Murray just copped a knock as he went over the boundary line.
Wonga, we've got an absolute ripper in the North Gippy as well. TTU 7-6-48. They lead Yallourn North 7-4-46 halfway through the third quarter.
We love finals. We love grand finals, and it's all on the line. That was a real good throw-in. We're going to do that again.
That was Darcy Brosnan's brother, the boundary umpire.
Just might have been Ginnivan down here getting a warm-up before the big game tonight against Fremantle. So he has a second attempt at it. It's a better attempt this time. The ruckmen are able to contest. Leslie gets a tap over the back. It was a dangerous tap, but it's effective. They're trying to work the ball out now. Players everywhere. Handballs released. Whitehill can't quite grab it. Working hard, Lang. He's had 2 touches in there. He gets it out now to Martin. Martin links it up now through to McLaren. Over to the coach in Johnston. He's got the lead on by Desson. Goes in there, takes a strong mark. He hasn't got a whole lot ahead. He waits for Todd to work his way across. He's got a 2-on-1, Todd. Oh, strong hand. Couldn't pull it down. Big tackle flying in. Oh, free kick's been paid. That was Freeman. I think he came in with that big tackle. That was a big moment thanks to the Moore Bowling Club. Catch all the AFL final games live in the club lounge. You confirm that for me out there, Timmy. That is Freeman with the ball.
I can confirm.
Yes.
It is. He's going to have a shot at goal. Tough pocket to kick it from. The wind going across him. He's going to have to kick it across the face of goal for it to come back. He elects to go to the top of the square. Player's going to fly high with Hutha. And he taps it over for another minor score going the way of Sale. Still yet to get a goal in this final quarter. 9 minutes has elapsed. Time is running out for Wonthaggi.
11:59. That's a 25-point margin on over Wonthaggi on the Harvey Norman Computers scoreboard.
Bray looks to bring the ball back in and kicks it out long towards Harley, who's able to take the mark in front of Leslie. One of the few times today that he's been able to get in front.
Sorry, Tim, it's just an absolute roller coaster here in the mid-Gippy now. North Newborough have come from nowhere. 5-6-36. They lead you now 5-5-35.
Wow.
Must be that wind that's happening there at Montlease.
It is. Yeah, Newborough have got the win this quarter.
Brosnan plays on, and he finds Jack Blair in a contested mark in front of Whitehill. Looking for a 50 metres, just needs to get up and get the ball moving.
Well, we kick to kick, Timmy.
Comes back inside to Brosnan. They haven't gone very far out of their 4 or 5 possessions. He centres the ball up there again and finds Anderson. His kick, though, I was lucky, just found over the top and found O'Connor. O'Connor with Blair running behind him. He comes inboard, and to raffle off there between those 2 players there and Bates. He kicks it out and finds over on the far wing. Reid, it is, absolutely. Reid, his kick forward was a mongrel punt. Goes inside 50 though, but Sale have got 1, 2, 3 on there. And the umpire's going to come in and we're going to ball up.
That's that switch of play box that they've been trying to get going all day, Wonthaggi. We haven't seen it.
No.
Worked effectively for them last week against Leongatha.
It did, and I think the wind does play a major factor in it too, because I do like the spread and get the ball across the ground as well.
As Hutha knocks the ball forward, but it only goes as far as Glenn+Sale, who kicks it. And he kicks it out. It goes over the boundary line. The umpire said insufficient intent again.
What's going on with this rule?
No, we've set the standard. So we waste no time as Sparks kicks it inside 50. Can he pull it down? He has. Andy Murray, he just threw the hand up in the air, going back with the fly to the ball, in amongst 2 Sale players, and pulled down a one-hander. Well, boys, if he can kick this one, this could be a Zambrero goal of the day. This is game on the line sort of stuff. A big moment. Andy Murray kicking against the wind. Forward pocket here, kicking to the highway end. Preliminary finally sits it up, letting the ball do its work. Has it gone through? Touched on the line. Big Jack Leslie threw the mid up in the air, got a fingernail to it. That could be a game-saving touch, Boxer.
They're huge, and I think the umpires need to make sure that they're, we're in a prelim final, 12 minutes gone. They don't need the grandstand right now. They don't need the big show. Let the boys play. That was definitely a ball with no intent, my backside.
Ball comes back in from Sale, gets towards the middle of the ground. O'Connor got the hands in there. Looked for the handball to find Blair. Wasn't able to get him. Lindsay goes for a second, third effort. Ball comes back out. And
that's unlucky.
Is that that grandstand?
There it is.
Harley picked it up, got knocked out of his hand straight away and was pinged for holding the ball. No prior opportunity with that one. The handball comes out and ends up with Laverty. He delivers the ball long to the wing there. 1-2 contest. Knowles was great. Leslie kicked the ball out of midair, looking to get it. It covers about 15-20 metres before Bates was able to pick it up. He gives the handball off towards Bray, comes back inside, and he finds that man. Sparks again. Comes inboard. It's a risky kick, but if it works, it's good. Hutchinson, he marks, plays on straight away. Run bounce. The ball didn't bounce back up, and Hutchins was able to then pick the ball back up, take the relieving kick, and he's found McLaren. McLaren goes out onto the far side, finds Leslie. Leslie goes long, delivering the ball, looking for his coach there in Johnson. Over the back, the ball will bounce out. And Sale, unfortunately for Hutchinson there as he was going in towards goal, that ball had just bounced back up to him. He would have run inside 50 and would have been fine, but Sale are able to transfer the play, and they'll go the boundary throw in about 5 metres around from their goal.
24-point lead to Sale inside their attacking 50. It's a game of millimetres. If that ball had a bounce back to Hutchinson, well, just metric. That ball had a bounce back to Hutchinson, and he kicked the goal. If it hadn't been touched by Leslie on the line from Murray a minute before that, it could have been a completely different looking scoreboard. But be that as it may, the Harvey Norman Computers scoreboard, it's a 24-point lead the way of Sale. And we have gone 14 minutes here in the final quarter. The Leongatha faithful, they're just waiting to see what happens here, seeing who's going to come their way to play them in the grand final next week in the Alinta Gippsland+League. And we're trying to work it out there. Sparks again, he gets a kick out. Murray's out there, he's been moved up forward. Gets it now to Knowles. He's had plenty of the ball today. Down deep, coming back with the flight of the ball there. That was Staley. He was unable to complete the grab. We're going to have a ball in, a throw in. Over on the far wing. Boxer, anything coming for us around the ground? Thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture Gippsland. Any changes, any updates, anything going on with grand finals? Are plenty around Gippsland today. If you're out there, make sure you have a good day. Make sure you do it right. Make sure you have a good time. Reed with the ball from Jared Blair, gives it back to him under pressure. Probably wasn't the best handball, but now it's Murray, gets it out there, trying to push his way through his haze. Go inside forward 50. He's got the run on here, the defender. He's pushed down in, it's O'Connor. He's had a shot. It's gone through for a minor score. Boxer, any scores or anything we've got coming out?
No, I'm just waiting for him to come through. It's still three-quarter time in the mid-Gippy, so we're not far from a start there.
Thank you. And Paul, what do we got on the Harvey Norman Computers scoreboard?
Just 5 behinds kicked to this quarter, 3 to Sale, 2 to Wonthaggi, so it's a 23-point lead to Sale at the 15.5-minute mark on the Harvey Norman Computers scoreboard.
Wonthaggi chopped the ball off from the kick in from Leslie, came back inside, but Leslie was good enough to retrieve his own ball, and he'll go again just before he's run down. Kicks it out onto the far wing, and a great contact there, contested mark taken there by Bates.
Staley's down behind the play. He's just getting up. He's a bit proppy, just grabbing at the ankle.
Bates moves the ball forward. They look to go back inside 50. They do. Contest one. Reed went forward, wasn't able to take it on the second grab. Trying to bust his way through there for Wonthaggi was Blair. Staley, nothing there going on, but a handball, relieving handball out to Leslie, but it's a shocking kick. Grab that one if you can. Bounces the wrong way, the right way, but ends up in the hands of Glenane, who then was able to get it out to Whitehill. He looked to get it back over the top, but coming back was Knowles. Got a punch in there, wasn't able to take the second grab. It's going back and forth. Glenane kept running forward, got his kick forward there, but playing in front. And the mark is there taken by Bates.
Getting killed by the turnover, Sale, trying to get their ball forward. Players aren't playing in front, and just their kick, their thought process, just trying to get out of that defensive 50.
Ball with Bray now. In his defence, they need to go, and they need to go now on Wonthaggi. Great mark by Lindsay. Strong mark there in front of McLinden. Got short. Hutchinson, he's getting lively. This is where he does his damage in the last quarter. Those legs, as they keep going. Has to get a kick away quickly is Hayes. Got Reed on the lead. He can't take it. Being held, though. He's being held. He's going to have a shot. 45 metres out directly in front.
So this is what they did last week. They threw Reed forward.
They did.
To try something different as well. And
almost worked for him too.
Nearly did.
Nearly did. 4 points it nearly did. And they need this one. They seriously need this goal. Reed to come in. 45 out. Kicking to the highway end. His ball is set up. It's not going to make the distance. Gives Harley a chance. Back there was also the big fellow, and that is Staley. And they've tapped it over for a minor score. Wonthaggi need to set up a zone here. They need to trap this ball inside their attacking end. Wonthaggi 5-7-37. Sale 8-11-59. 17 minutes gone. Final quarter action. That's on the Harvey Norman computer scoreboard.
Pendlebury brings the ball back in, and it's a booming left foot kick out towards Leslie. Wasn't able to take the mark. Shannon Lang's the man out there with Jared Blair. And those two guys will see the ball over the boundary line. Half-back flank here for Sale. So we tick over 18 minutes and still a goal to be scored in this final term. It's a bit of a stalemate. McGuinness and Huther will go at it. McGuinness top front spot, got the handball down. Lang wasn't able to bust away. Working his way there through there was Lindsay, tough and hard at it. Great contested mark there by Jack Johnson going back with the flight of the ball. And he takes a handball out. Finds it out over there to Laverty. Gets the handball across to Allison. Allison by boot. Finds it across there. And that mark has then been taken out there by Freeman.
Freeman, half forward flank. No goal scored this quarter at all. That's a grubbing kick that went forward, and Lenahan slid in and took the mark. He's got Murray on in the middle. That kick's not much better. Putting his body on the line was Pendlebury. Picks it up. Handball over the top. There's an effective little tap. He's running in. He has a snap. Why didn't he straighten up McLinden? He could have iced the game right there. He had more time. No talk. So another minor score. It was a smart little tap over the top by Whitehill. They go long down the line, Wonthaggi. They're throwing everything at it right now. Jared Blair, strong tackle in the middle of the ground. Put onto Allison. They need it. They need it now. They're down by 23 points here, Wonthaggi. 19 and a half minutes gone. What do you got for me, Boxer?
You can see the thought process in McLinden's kick before too, because of the way the wind is. Would you call that a Chinana? Is that one of your Chinana kicks or not?
No, don't you come in and start trying to steal our words that you don't like.
And him straightening up obviously was probably a better option, but I could see what the thought process was.
Yeah, Johnston, it was a crap kick is what it was. Todd's taking the mark. He's got a player on short. He finds him. Getting into space there was Whitehill. This could be the game. If it isn't over, if he kicks this, it sure will be. It looks like Sale will be progressing. They will be progressing into a grand final to take on Leongatha, especially if Cooper Whitehill can kick this one out close to the boundary line. 40 metres out, kicks on its way, he sets it up. It's coming around. He came around a little bit too much for another minor score. Paul Carter, how many points have we got this quarter?
8 altogether, 5 to Sale and 3 to Wonthaggi, to 24-point margin on the Harvey Norman computer scoreboard in favour of Sale. They are 8-13-61, Wonthaggi 5-7-37, coming up to the 21-minute mark of the final quarter.
We certainly haven't had any goals of the day in this quarter for Zambrero Traralgon. Zambrero makes the best burrito in town. Zam, right, they do try one today, Seymour Street, Traralgon.
Knowles brings the ball back in, and Harley's paid the mark. He plays on straight away, comes inboard and finds Murray. They need to go. Wonthaggi. Murray kicks it around, finds Hutchison. He needs to turn, and he does straight away. He's got one out if the kick's good enough, but it's not. And Bound playing in front. Got the first tap in there, but a good contest between both teams. Handball out. Lindsay looks to go at it. There's that man, though. Pendlebury gets the handball out to Tainch. He's relieving left foot kick. And going up with the flight, wasn't able to take it, was Huther. but he then gets the free kick.
Geez, there's a hard contest there. Tomahutha copped one in the back. Coming in hard was Todd. They've called play on. Hutha just sits the ball up. Looks for the big man to fly. Harley slides in. Takes the mark. Time might beat Wonthaggi here. He hasn't got a whole lot up forward, so he elects to go short. Sliding in was Davey, unable to complete the mark. Got numbers back here. That's Glenane. On his knees, trying to get it out. It's Murray. We are 40 metres out. Wonthaggi's attacking end. 22 minutes gone. Not a single goal kicked this quarter. Sale. They're going into the grand final. They will be playing Leongatha, and this man, Jack Johnston's been one of their best today, thanks to Isuzu. Dragged down off the ball was Glenane. Another free kick's been picked out. That's Johnston with it again.
Just around the grounds, boxer for Harvey Norman Furniture Gippsland. You got an A-grade score here for the Linter Energy Gippsland League preliminary final.
Another close game, incredibly, but Leongatha, they were the victors here. 46, they defeated Moe 45.
So we'll have Leongatha Maul in the A-grade final, and the run is on here through McLaren. His kick was smothered, Lindsay. Handball's out wide, looks for Blair. Smashing the ball out was Ronke. They've picked out a free kick. The players stand confused. Sparks is going to get the ball, though.
And they've played 5 minutes into the last quarter in the Mid-Gippsland Grand Final, and it's still a 1 point lead to Newborough, 35-36 against Yannar.
Brings it in, that's Bray. Looking there for Murray. Going back there bravely was Martin, the veteran. He's earned himself a free kick.
Well, he's hurt his hand.
His hand or his ribs?
No, his hand. So I got it right.
Good, well done, Dr. Nick. Johnston out there again, picking up another touch. Out on the far wing, he's got Allison. Allison comes inboard now to Glenane. Glenane still on that wing. Just have a look there, Dr. Nick. What's he done?
He's popped a finger. Yep. The ring finger.
The ring finger, pointing the wrong direction it is.
And it looks like he might have hurt his wrist as well. He's done a whole lot.
And his stomach.
He's done the works.
Dr. Nick on the boundary thanks to Carper Country, helping dreams become reality since 1981. Hutchison was able to pick the ball up, swing rounds onto his right boot, looking for Reed, but cut off there was Bound. And a great relieving mark. 23 minutes gone here in this last quarter. Still without our first goal.
Timmy, I can give you an update in the North Gippsland Football League. Your North now are starting to skip away. 12-5-77. They lead TTU 7-6-48.
Wow.
Third quarter is still going.
McClendon to Whitehill. They're just caressing it now. He finds Tainch. Could have gone back to Whitehill. Coaching box is telling him to dump it in deep if he can.
Just slow it down.
The call.
Game's over, Timmy, I think.
Absolutely it is. Dumps it inside 50 to a one-on-one contest. No one's able to take the mark. Lenahan got it there. His kick looking for Reed. Finds him. Evades one. Puts Blair under trouble. Tainch grabs a great tackle. Blair was able to get it down. Whitehill wraps up Brosnan, and that'll be a free kick there to Sparks. And nothing silly needs to happen here, boys. There's probably about a minute to go, I'd reckon, with no goals scored. Sparks looks to go inboard. Trying to find the run of Knowles. Freeman was good, worked him off it. Andy Murray got a hand in there. Freeman went for a second time, third time. And he's being paid for holding the ball. But there it is.
There's the siren, ladies and gentlemen. The Sale players embrace. They are through to the Linter Energy Gippsland Grand Final next Saturday against Moe in a big match here at the Mall Recreation Reserve. Sale, far too good all day for this gallant Wonthaggi side. A great game of 5-7-37. Sale 8-13-61. That's a 24-point margin in the favour of Sale. Not a single goal kicked in the final quarter, gentlemen, but an entertaining game all the same. And we'll come back after the break to analyse the game and to start to cast an eye at next week's big grand final. This is Gippsland Live on TRFM. Thanks to Harvey Norman Electrical Gippsland. Get spring cleaning, update your fridge, and bring the stadium home this footy finals with great deals on electronics across the board.
Kate, Tim and Joel. Because on those really long flights, the flight attendants do, disappear.
Airplane.
Can we pretend that I remember I was flying up the fancy end once with my manager, and they were all asleep, so Mel got behind the bar and started shaking cocktails, and then the flight attendant, one of them woke up. We were making drinks for people.
That would have been a real hoot.
It was a hoot.
The most fun part of that story, though, was you pretending you don't often fly up that end.
Tim and Joel, driving you home from 5.
On TRFM. Harvey Norman Bedding Gippsland proudly supports Australian-made local manufacturing. The luxurious wide fabric bedhead of the Tenterfield makes for a grand addition to any bedroom. Available in queen, king and super king sizes to make for a serene sleep setting. Exceptionally customizable to suit your style and needs, it's available in a selection of fabric and timber options. And add spacious storage drawers as an optional extra. Help us support local manufacturing. Choose Australian-made at Harvey Norman Bedding Gippsland.
Zambrero makes the best burritos in town, but it's hard to pick one reason why they're the best. It could be the fresh guac made daily or their juicy slow-cooked meats. Zambrero makes the best burritos in town. Taste one today. Dine in, takeaway or delivered. Zambrero. Feel good Max.
Hear that? That's the beautiful sound of the Morwell Bowling Club Bistro. The perfect atmosphere for a post-win feed or a sorrow-drowning loss. Especially because Saturday is pot and parma night. Choose from the selection of yummy parma toppings. Only $20 every Saturday from 5:30 p.m. Includes a pot of beer, soft drink or a glass of wine. To make a booking, phone the club on 5134 3449. 52 Hazelwood Road, Morwell. Visit the website morwellbowls.com.au for other specials during the week.
Vern Graham in Hayfield, your local Mitre 10 store. The team can help you whether you're painting the kids' room, doing some renovating outside or building a house. From taps to paintbrushes right through to timber and all things hardware. The Vern Graham Mitre 10 team have been helping the Hayfield community since 1930 and are with you in your projects, your gardens, your builds and your everyday purchases. They have what you need to get the job done, along with all the right advice to get it done properly. Mighty helpful, Mitre 10. Vern Graham in Hayfield.
Harvey Norman, your destination for outdoor living. Great deals on outdoor furniture and barbecues, plus our new season range in stock now. See the latest trends in timber, stone, aluminium, rope and wicker, with our huge range of outdoor lounges, dining, bar settings and umbrellas. A solution for every outdoor area, large or small. Check out our large range of outdoor kitchens, low and slow cooking solutions, wood-fire pizza ovens and a great range of portable and trolley barbecues. Get ready for outdoor living at Harvey Norman.
Discover the driving paradox of the all-new Haval H6 GT at Valley GWM Haval. A blend of coupe-inspired design and the practical accolades of a modern SUV. Get a 7-year unlimited kilometre warranty, 5-year roadside assist and 5-year cap price servicing included for the road ahead from $49.90 drive away. Plus wireless charging, intelligent cruise assist, lane keep warning and assist with blind spot monitoring. Haval SUVs. Smart move. Valley GWM Haval. Princes Highway to Relgan. LMCT 11746.
It starts with the smell of charcoal grilled chicken floating through the air, the appeal of concentrated juices, the searing of skin, the smoky golden chicken your taste buds simply can't refuse. Sound familiar? It's Terralgan Charcoal Chicken serving up the tastiest chemical-free chickens in town each and every day. And how can you resist their chicken